Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols. Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols.
Hello, my friends. Hello, my name is Peter. This is the Simstar, and I'm glad that you are here today. The Simstar is my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, mostly built and modified by me, and we use it to play mostly Elite Dangerous, which is the game we are, of course, going to play today. Elite Dangerous is a flight simulator like Microsoft Flight Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, where the details and the minutia of running the ship is a big part of the gameplay. This is why it's so vast and open, and you're like, what are you doing? I'm flying the ship. It is perfect if you have a motion simulator, which fortunately I do. We are going to hit the ground running today. We are going to go and do some Easter egg hunting. But that is on an on-foot thing mostly. So before we do that, we're going to take care of just a couple of other small chores. And then we'll go and we'll take a look and gather as many of these Easter eggs as we can. I said I was going to explain it. I'll do it right now. On Easter, they had a community goal where this new kind of life was discovered a couple of months ago, and it started budding eggs. And the idea was that you shoot the eggs and then you gather them up and you turn them in. And it was so successful that it got completed before I ever got a chance to look at it. I got a cold. You could still hear it a little bit in my voice. I got a cold that week and I wasn't able to. But the gameplay is still there. And I thought, hey, let's go check it out. So we're going to take care of some chores. Then we're going to do some Easter egg hunting. And then we'll end our night docking at a fleet carrier. I don't normally use them, but we're going to today because one of the members of the chat, Gentle Berserker, has offered to fly his fleet carrier all the way to Colonia so that we can go and do some swapping out of parts. And then we're going to head back with our regular Caspian. So we're still in that Pirate Cove. That is where we were yesterday, Kasuma Town. And we are going to head over to Acres Hub first. Very first thing we're going to do, we're going to go pick up our Kestrel Mark II, which is our combat ship.
Setting
It's
course
only one
for
jump
Yama.
away.
System
We
is
had
just one
very
jump
little
away.
business to do here yesterday.
Commander, if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check for the best available commodities.
Today's drink, guys, is not Earl Grey. It's not coffee. It's straight up Red Bull. I am drinking gasoline today. So you're going to see me start off going, hello, my friends. And you're probably going to end with me going, okay. So have fun watching me spike and then probably crash. Oh, actually, thank you for reminding me, Soaring Eagle. 07 Soaring Eagle. Hello, Graphics 2747 07 James Bot. Hello, Matthew. Hello, Crispies. Hello, Gentle Berserker, and hello, me, Project Simstar. Oh, yeah, I know just off my screen was John as well. 07, my friends, 07. Welcome to the stream today. Okay. I was just checking a couple of messages, and as you guys know, 99% of the messages I get are very positive. Like, oh, I like the stream. I like the music. I like what you're doing.
The star coming up is Scooper.
But then the haters are the ones that come up to the top because they're worth talking about. I just got someone comment that said, Elite Dangerous isn't even that good of a game, bro. And it's like, yeah, man, that's the point. Like, if it was a super good game with like a deep plot and lots of stuff in it, then it would have an end. Good games end. What you want is a game that is challenging, that is open, and has lots of room for interpretation. Which doesn't make a good game, but does make a good sim. That's why I started talking about how this is more like Microsoft Flight Simulator than it is Tetris, you know what I mean? Oh, 7 Tearful Link? Tearful Link. Of course, that's easy to say. What's wrong with me? The like button has already been mashed. Well, that means that we gotta feed Ropet. Come on, Ropet. Oh, yeah, you got another Sluggalo. Those are great pets. Keep him next to the other one. So, guys, since I've moved this to 11 o'clock, and I'm making daily shorts the day that they're due. I'm making them and I'm posting them for the very next day at this point, because I'm behind on that. And I'm going to the gym, and I'm doing deliveries. Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday has been chock full of activity. I've been really busy. That's not a problem. I'm not overwhelmed, but I can see overwhelmed from here. So luckily, I've got the next couple of days to catch up on stuff. I mentioned it, though, because today's animated thumbnail is about the laziest one I've ever made. I still like them. I think they're coming out really fun. But all I did was I changed the background, I added the eggs, and then I just popped in Ropet as a repeating pattern a couple of times. It probably took me 20 minutes to make today's thumb. But I don't think that's a problem. Like, no one else is even making animated thumbnails, so I think I'm all right. So yeah, so you guys know you can get a pet assigned to you for the day if you click like, but I don't know. I don't have a way to know that. So you have to click like and then tell me about it for me to assign you a pet. The same thing's true about a subscription as well. And if you do a super chat, I will dance for you with a custom song. Just in case you didn't know that. We did that yesterday, and people got surprised.
Proceed to landing pad 2-3.
Alright, so we're in the Type 11 from yesterday. And I know I'm jumping right into it today, but
Commander, landing pad 23.
like I said, it's been non-stop. What you've seen me do today is basically where I got left off yesterday. So I don't have much to talk about. I don't have much news. I showed you guys my new swag that just arrived. Oh, here's something neat. On Monday, Gabby left during the stream, and she went to a local weld shop because she has this chair she bought from IKEA that's out of stock. They don't make them anymore. And she really liked the chair, but it was broken. And it's been sitting in her room for like a year. So she finally went to a local welder, and it was just this little mom and pop store. She said that the receptionist might have been 80. And she's like, can you fix it? And the welder that you picture in your mind, Bob the welder, came around the corner, looked at it, went, yeah, I could do that. You can have it on Wednesday. So she should get her chair repaired today. She should go out and pick it up during the stream, we think. We don't know exactly when on Wednesday they may.
Ship is on the deck. Notifying ground crew.
Reptoys says it's the coolest setup they've ever seen. Well, thank you, Reptoys. I'm glad you like the Simstar. I like it too. Did it fix the community goal? Yes. They did not say anything positive about the community goal, but they did stop sending me that same email over and over again about how next time I should make my community goal do X and Y. The problem was that according to YouTube, we did not meet our community goal, but in like real life, we absolutely did. We had made enough money that Gabby came out and she flew the Simstar herself. That's a complete success, but YouTube didn't know about it, so it was sending me that email twice a day for real. So I was like, okay, I'll just set it up, community goal, and then it'll show 100% success rate, and they'll stop sending me the email. And it has worked. They have not sent me one since. Okay, what are we doing here? We are at Packet Acres Hub. This is our port of call. This is where we keep all of our ships. And we're going to switch out to the Kestrel Mark II. Let's paint this ship. I've got to put all the limpets back because the Kestrel has a very small cargo bay. Go. And we'll switch it out. The Kestrel is cool because it's a very maneuverable ship, very nippy. And after flying that Type 11 and the Panther Clipper for a minute, I'm ready to zip around. Man, maybe we should fly something else actually, because we haven't flown the Mandalay in a minute. Now we'll do the Kestrel. Game audio is a little bit loud. Okay,
We're aboard your unnamed Kestrel Mark II.
There you go. It's supposed to have a
maximum jump range for this ship is
it's supposed to have a what is it called? A dip. When I talk, it's supposed to dip, but I guess it's not doing it right now. Okay, so we're in the Kestrel, and what I wanted to do just as a warm-up is another one of these community goals, because it had just caught my eye. It's a fairly easy one to do as well. Transport power commodities for reinforcement systems. Okay, so we go to Starport Services, Contacts, Power Contact, and we want, oh, no aid supplies. They don't have any aid supplies. Okay. I'm a little surprised they don't have aid supplies. Well, we need to gather some. We need to gather 8 aid supplies and then take them to a reinforcement system. But where are we going to get the aid supplies from if they don't give them here? What's with the exclamation point? What's going on down here? What's happening at Mons? System under attack. One of your power systems being attacked by an opposing power. How dare? Allegiance Empire. I'm not allegiance with the Empire. Okay. I guess the Empire's taken over one of my spots? That's not cool. But that's not what we need right now. What we need right now is the aid supplies. So let's try, just for starters, let's go to the Stronghold Carrier, which is in this system, and see if they have any. You started your highway journey back to Sol, and you came across a planet that had 50 million plus in biodata. So you went and scanned all that. That's good. Man, we found one that had a high amount, and it had the maximum amount on it. I want to say it had 7. Ooh, that's zippy. Look at that. I want to say it had 7 things to scan, but it might have been 9. Anyway, one of them we absolutely could not find, and it was not the bacteria. It was one of the cactus ones. Audio's better now? Okay. I'm not even sure how we would have gotten bumped. Oh, we did have audio issues the other day. Windows went and muted it. Maybe it bumped up the audio when we unmuted it. That might be a thing.
Frameshift drive charging.
That means all this week I've had bad audio.
4.
What do you think of the coloring of me? I think I finally got that set up right. I've been battling with that since Elgato sent me that camera. I think you guys will agree that the daytime streams are a success. Numbers are a little bit lower, but I think that's just me having to refine the audience. You guys have to know what's happening. It's a difficult thing to do, what with 11 a.m. being a different time for me than it is for you most of the time. So as I've been editing shorts and looking at comments and stuff, I need to find a way to make it clear to you guys that this is a lot more hodgepodge than it appears. I made the Simstar. The base is designed to do what it's doing, but I traded for it, and I have very little money in order to spend on the Simstar. So I'm able to make this thing cheap. One of my recent shorts, I said cheap. And people were like, well, cheap is relative. And I'm like, no, this is cheap. No matter how you measure it. Since I didn't spend any money on it, that's cheap,
Landing
right?
gear deployed.
That doesn't mean I'm not recognizing my, hold on. I got
Landing
stuck.
gear retracted.
That doesn't mean I'm not recognizing my good fortune. I'm just letting you guys know. So some people think this thing costs $30,000. Some people think this thing costs $100,000. No, man, we're in the $1,000 range. This is its size, its impressive size is one of the reasons it's less expensive, because the person who generally has it has no interest in motion. They has no interest in motion simulators, and they're just trying to unload a big, heavy thing. You find very little fun in Funganoida. Yeah. Well, hopefully we'll have fun finding the eggs today. You guys let me know. Is this going to be a fun thing or not? I have no idea. All right, so we are at our fleet carrier. So we can talk to our power contact here and see if they have any aid supplies. They don't. What the heck? Where do I get aid supplies, guys? Oh, that's my problem. Deliver. I was on deliver. It's not available because I don't have any on me. But there we go. Okay. We only need 8, but we're going to do 16.
At maximum capacity.
Because why not do twice as good as they're asking us for? Pleasing political appointees is a very important thing to me. Let's see. Destroy, scan. Transport commodities. Okay, so transport 8 cane aid supplies to reinforcement systems. Okay. When we click view in maps, it automatically changes it to the kinds that are available. Just taking a look around, all of these would be available ones we could do it to. But I wonder if that one... Okay. Yeah, let's deliver to the one that's under attack. See, it's got an exclamation point on it, which I've never really noticed before, but here we go. 4 jumps away. That's perfect for a warm-up.
Setting course for GM.
It might even be a little dangerous.
Destination in 4 jumps. Commander, if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check.
That's a joke that should be an ED co-pilot. The fun in Fungodia.
Engines engaged.
I'm pretty sure I'm an ED co-pilot now. Obviously, I won't know. I won't know for sure if it's just me or if it's everybody. But she often says, things haven't been the same since we encountered Simstar. So I'm pretty sure he added me in as one of the rambles.
Frameshift drive charging.
Woo! Red Bull is pure gasoline, guys. I'll have some more.
4, 3,
Out of my project, Simstar tumbler. Let's drop a merch message in there.
This star we are heading to is scoopable.
Check out
and
the
possible
Simstar
stuff in
merch.
our route is not.
You know, for real, I'm not a salesman. I've kind of given up on business in general. I like having merch just because I think it's fun to have merch. Just having it, I think, is the cool part. Like if I sold too much merch, I'd be like, oh, now I got to pay attention to it. But creating it and putting it up is fun.
fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
So Roll the Red linked me to a kind of a big deal. The
4, 3,
DaVinci Resolve has done a major update with version 21. It has a new photo page, and that's exciting because I've actually been using Resolve for photos for like a year and a half now. Welcome, Overall Positives. Yes, my setup moves. The Simstar is a motion simulator.
system scan
The
complete.
game we are playing is Elite Dangerous, and whatever I do in the game happens in the chair. But one of the reasons I started making animated thumbnails is because I was doing the finishing touches on my thumbnails in Resolve anyway. And I was like, you know what? I should just start using video assets. I've not had a chance to look at it at all, but I'm excited about the possibility of a photo tab in Resolve. It's a good program, Brent.
3, 2, 1.
Heading to Hydri Sector Z Shady 86.
I actually envy your position over all positives. Oh, no, oh, sorry, overall opposites. I actually envy your position right now because, like, you're just like, hey, what's this thing? Oh, it's a chair. Oh, shit, that chair moves. That's a cool thing to discover on your freaking Wednesday morning. That honestly, that has nothing to do with me. I'm not bragging about myself. I'm saying YouTube is a place to find cool things. So I hope that that I've made your morning a little bit brighter. Gran Turismo turned his pedals on and was able to map the yaw controls as well as the SRV acceleration and deceleration. That is nice. I'm jealous of the SRV pedals. I think that would be pretty neat.
This star we are heading to.
Throttle and joystick work for the SRV, but it would be cool to drive it like an actual car. We have arrived. Okay.
The requested location. There is a potential for core dynamic
Yes.
composites or proprietary
Take a look and see
composites
what's
in
in
system.
this
Commander.
solar system. Wow, suns. That's what's in this solar system. Is that another sun? No, that's just a giant. That's just a gas giant. All right. There's not much going on here. And it says that it was under attack by rival forces. So coming in and turning in these aid supplies, probably a good idea. To Norse Orbital. Hopefully we'll be able to use the SRV a little bit in our egg hunt a little bit later today. I got to admit, I'm kicking the can on the egg hunt just a little bit. I want to do that today, but I don't want it to be the only thing we do because I think it's going to be a lot of on-foot work.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Yeah, looking for exobiology is anything but fun. You've stopped looking for some geniuses altogether. I always look. I enjoy finding it. But yeah, there was one that we couldn't find after an hour of searching. So you fly into the binome, but if you don't find it within a couple of minutes, getting to the surface, just move on. Yeah, it's not a bad idea. As a builder of different things yourself, you like coming across this on a Monday. It's a good surprise. Yeah, I agree. I like finding cool stuff. That's my favorite thing about the modern internet and YouTube and stuff is that people can be working on squirrely stuff, and then they can show you that squirrely stuff. They don't have to, like, there was a time in my life where they would have had to make a deal with NBC and get a TV show and dedicate all this stuff, or they could just make a TV show and immediately show it to you. One of my favorites in that genre is a guy that goes over airplane accidents, and he uses Microsoft Flight Simulator to recreate the entire events. So he starts on the ground, he covers the food service, he shows the plane taking off, the gears going up, he talks about every detail of the accident report up until the crash, and then he describes the crash or the near miss or whatever it was. And it is very detailed. It's like a 45 or an hour long video that he'll make about some even not so famous flight incident. And man, there ain't no way a TV show, there ain't no way NBC's gonna host that. And if they do, they'll make one episode. This guy makes one of these videos a month, and I really like it. He likes making them. It's a great way for art and consumption to happen. So things aren't always terrible in modern times, guys. Sometimes things can happen that are cool. Yeah, we would never see it, especially what's happening. Like, using the Simstar for an example, man, I would have this thing in my garage, and I would use it probably once a month. And then I would tell people I had this cool thing, and they'd be like, okay, that's nice. Or I can load up a live stream on YouTube, make shorts out of it, and have the robot show you guys who are interested in it a thing you'll be interested in. It's not shabby at all. It has not been shitified in a way that we can't use. Social media has been, but YouTube is still going strong. Those guys have managed to avoid obsolescence several times. There's a funny thing that's
Displaying station flag.
it's a funny thing that Linus Tech Tips has said. He says that YouTube is failing because of the shorts. He's saying they're pushing shorts too hard, and they're losing sight of what it is they do, and that he doesn't know if he can keep Linus Tech Tips going the way it's going. Which is funny to me, because all he was saying was there's an opportunity for Project Simstar to do well. And I'm like, well, that sucks for you, Linus, but I kind of like YouTube Shorts, and I like that they over-aggressively showed them.
Landing gear deployed.
Small landing pad. I'm not used to that now.
This is our first visit to this station, Commander.
Docking completed. Power down systems.
Yeah, did you map the SRV steering to your steering wheel as well? Inquiring minds want to know, Branch Turismo. Okay, let's spend a little money. Oh, good. We've dropped under $700 million. No billionaires for us, man. Give it all to the poor. They want us to donate 15 tons of tea, and I'm kind of tempted to do it.
Incoming message.
Because we have 15, we have space for 15 in the cargo bay, and I am trying to delay our trip out into the black to go to the egg hunt for a little bit.
Message.
Yeah, I've already talked myself into it. Let's go. Let's do it. Support 14 microcontrollers and 14 units of tea. Yeah, we'll do them both.
Added one mission to our bookmarks.
We have that kind of room. Hold on. Let's make sure. We have 30 in our inventory? No, we have 16 in our inventory, so I shouldn't have gotten them both, but oh well. Now we can turn them in. And then deliver. Okay. And completed. Easy peasy. We need to get Linus to give me a shout out. Someone needs to jump on the WAN show, buy some merch, and point him in your direction. Hey man, they did that with Moist Critical, and that freaking blew up. That's why I've got the subs count that I do. So I'm definitely with you on that. Right. Okay. So I've chosen to do some deliveries in a ship not built for it, just because I wanted to. But that is easy to do because we have the commodities system here in ED Copilot. We'll just scroll down and find T. Go T. Buy closest. Go. At Rodriguez Dock. Is that a course?
The closest system to buy tea, excluding fleet carriers, is
2 jumps
Minetaji,
away.
which is 56 light years
Let's
from
go.
here. Head to Rodriguez
Tea
Dock,
time.
an Orbis starport that is 44
Gran
light
Turismo
years
did
from
not
South.
wire his steering wheel up to the
1,175
SRV because it wasn't built
with a
to use a
quantity
steering
of
wheel. That makes sense.
11428,152 tons, 23 hours ago. We will reach our destination in 2 jumps.
You would do something like that, except that the shipping and import costs would be more than the merch you bought. Yeah, that's a real problem.
Best available commodities.
I doubt you'd get Linus's attention that way anyway. Eventually, I'll find myself with another short that blows up like that one talking about the computers. One of these will blow up again, and when that happens, somebody like Moist Critical will see it and comment on it, I think.
Frameshift drive charging.
But I'm actually pretty happy with the subs we have now. Things are going really well. We've gone from 1,000 subs to 20,000 in hold on. Yeah, less than 4 months. So that's growth I'm really comfortable with. I have a personal goal of 100,000, and then I'm done. I'm quite comfortable with 100,000 subs.
So only scoop
I'm
here
thinking about
for
it because the
level
one of my inspirations, Rory Alexander, he plays a lot of Gran Turismo. In fact, he just wrapped up his stream a few minutes ago. Rory is pushing to get. He's so close to 400,000 that it hurts. He's like 3,999. The point is, he needs like 200. No, he needs like 1,000 people to get to 400,000. And I'm like, that's a good goal. I can picture that, but I'm not gonna really mention it. When I get that high, we'll just roll with what we got.
4, 3, 2,
Yeah, you realize your massive creativity headroom, where you're basically all consumer grade. Anything beyond that is 30 to 50% import fee. Oh, goodness. You didn't mention which country it was, Holographic. I know you have in the past, but I don't remember
This
now.
is an enemy stronghold system. Cheer. This is the final stop in our current route.
Yeah, I watch the WAN show sometimes. Rodriguez Doc, I actually remember the name this time. So I've seen them do that. I think that's pretty neat. I just don't think Linus will give a shout out to another video creator. That's just not the way he rolls, which is fine. I feel like we've been here before. These names look familiar. What we're doing, again, as a reminder, guys, is we're buying tea and we're shipping it back to that random station. It will help reinforce them for Nikado Kane's cause. And it delays my going and looking for Easter eggs a little bit. Because once we're on foot, I think we're going to be stuck there for a little bit. And I'm kind of like, yeah, let's fly the ship a little. Let's fly around first. Ah, you're in the UK, yes. I actually expect with this new time frame and Elite being a English game, I expect I probably will get a lot more UK viewers at this time. So I'm glad that you're here. They do have an interest in sim rigs. I've watched their sim rig reviews many times. It is kind of annoying how you need money to make money. You need to know people to know things. I mentioned it because we were struggling. Gabby and I were struggling for the last couple of years, basically ever since COVID, to just make ends meet, quite literally. Money would come in, money would go out at the same rates. Bills would be late, so on and so forth. We'd get it done, but just barely. Obviously, I can't afford any advanced equipment for the Simstar, so I do what I can with duct tape and drills and stuff like that, which I'm quite proud of. But I mention it because, you know, the companies, when I get big enough, the companies will just send me a $700 rig. They'll just be like, hey, please review this thing. We'll mail it to you and you can keep it. So once you don't need that help anymore, getting it is easy. That doesn't mean they shouldn't send me stuff. They totally should. There's number 60.
landing gear deployed.
I think I mentioned yesterday, the YouTube boot camp thing is going pretty good. In fact, I think there's one of these videos today. the Ask Me Anything section.
Station facilities are at your disposal.
I'm going to get a 15-minute one-on-one time with a YouTube rep. That's going to be fun. I have a couple of questions. You guys let me know what questions you think I should ask the YouTube rep. I'm going to ask them questions because it's all about vertical. So I'm going to ask them questions about how they actually want me to present my vertical content. We're here for tea. Here it is right here. And we'll go ahead and we'll fill the entire hold.
Cargo hold.
It was only
at
15
maximum
teas, but we'll get
capacity.
16. Get a baker's dozen. Yeah, it's a paradox for sure. If it wasn't for the cat waking you up, you'd miss the morning streams. She's probably doing that because Simmer Simmer has been trying to wake me up in the early mornings. So maybe they're talking to each other. The planet right there is pretty. Are they still giving out the Mav Suits rewards for eggs? No, they are not. Unfortunately, I missed it. I'm really not happy about missing it. But I don't want to compound the error by also not doing the gameplay. Because there's something about this. There's something about this that'll be part of operations. We're going to go right through this station faster than light. It's going to be great. Oh, that's the problem. I didn't actually set a course. I'm so dumb. So dumb the way I do this sometimes. Our guess on the stream, the reason that it ended early is because they took Easter off. They thought they had it high enough. But they usually just add more goals when they look like they're going to be met. But my guess is nobody was in the office to extend the goals, and that's why it ended early.
Setting course for Gienna.
It's rare, but it
Reach our
happens.
destination in 2 jumps.
Frameshift drive charging.
You're trying to get sponsored by North Creek Beef Jerky. That stuff's good, yeah. I gotta be honest, man. I want the sponsorships because I'm a cheap bastard. I want them to send me stuff. I want to sit here and talk about waifu. Consider drinking a waifu as I'm going to the gym. So I'll be like, look at how much weight I've lost thanks to waifu. Not actually endorsement. Talk to your doctor.
We're now 1 jump from Gienna.
I am still not announced at the Sim Expo that I've been invited to. So they will continue to go nameless. It's Sim something Expo this summer. But there's going to be a lot of representatives there. So I'm hoping I can actually network there and talk to the real equipment folk and then get into a loop of testing equipment and let you guys know how it is. Because upgrading to these VKBs was great. It'd be nice to talk to the other guys and try out their joysticks until I find a favorite one. You've got your Executioner, Terminator, Tormentor, I6 to T5. Now you got to get them to engineers, yeah. Hey, if you want...
We have reached our target destination. There is a
Kai
potential
Bruni's. Sorry. Getting names is still bad. If you want to join us, by the end of this stream, General Berserker will have his fleet carrier parked at Yama. And we're all going to, not all, I'm going to jump on it, and he's going to fly us to Colonia. And Colonia has easier engineering if you want to join. Got distracted. Now you have to go back and do the entire loop again. This is why you shouldn't have fleet carriers, General Berserker. Boy, Norse Opernal's out here a bit. Luckily, we've got Super Cruise Overdrive now. So I don't like to name the company that I go do deliveries for because they don't pay me enough to talk about who they are. But they offer quests for completing stuff. So if you complete 2 deliveries, they give you $2. 2 more deliveries, they give you 4. 1 more, they give you another 4, and 1 more, they give you 8 during a 4-hour period. It's actually pretty good. But it's also just gamifying work because if I don't get that last one done, they go, darn, I guess I don't have to give you $8. And they have taken it to a new ridiculous extreme. They have a new set of quests to give you extra money by accepting lower bidded offers. If you accept 10 lower bidded offers out of the 20 that they offer you, then they'll give you this thing. It's a bit complicated mess. But instead of just offering the quest, what they've done is broken it into how many do you think you're going to do this week? And then you have to guess how many you can do to maximize your profits. In other words, they're trying to turn my job into a slot machine, into gambling. They want me to gamble every time I go outside. I'm already doing it. I'm already gambling that I'm going to get a job I can accept. But now they're like, well, what if it was actually gambling? What if it was a lever on the side and it went whoop, 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 whoop? Oh, loser. I'm torn on it. Gambling's a pain in the ass, but I also think that gambling is a universal presence, so I'm not sure.
Core Dynamics, Sierra, India, Mike. Submitted docking requests and a landing pad will be reserved for you, Commander. Okay, Commander. Proceed to landing pad 4-4.
It's a bit goofy the way that they do it. I think they're losing sight of what it is that they do. Because really, you're supposed to,
when entering the slot with green lights to
they've offloaded the maintenance and the risk to me personally. In order to not pay me a hourly wage, they've offloaded the stuff, and I'm an independent contractor. And I'm actually okay with that because it lets me set my own hours. They actually can't tell me I've got to work harder. Or they can't tell me I must accept this job or that job. So they're trying to coerce me to take jobs that basically are not profitable to me. And I get it. Let me show you guys what I'm talking about. Hold on. Since my phone is here now, I can just look it up. It's this one, right? No, not that one. 1 second. There we go. Okay. So it is 100 trips. If you accept 100 trips and you do not reject more than 200 trips, so you take 50% of the trips they offer you, they will give you an additional $348. But what if they offer you a whole bunch of junk? They might literally go, hey, do you want to go 50 miles for $4? Right? They might do that, and they might do it 8 times in a row. So it's a weird thing that they're asking me to gamble on stuff that they control. That's what I'm trying to say. I'm not even complaining. I just think it's like why that's too much of a risk for me, so I don't accept that quest. I accept the one that says I'll do 10 for 20 instead of 100 for 200. You're considering joining me in hunting eggs before heading out. Won't even surprise if it turns out that they were future crafting mats. I think that they are useful for the future, which is why I want to go check them out. Okay, that one's done. That wasn't so hard, now was it? We've brought these guys some tea. Now let's give them some money. Really increase our value here. Nakado Kane. Money, money, money. Who do you trust? Yeah, you're welcome to join me on the planet. That's actually fun when that happens. I have to warn you though that people get bored when they join me and they start shooting at me. They don't kill me. They just kind of wing me a little bit because they got nothing else going on. So we should have 1 tea in here. We do, and we're gonna make $718 profit. Okay. The next thing these guys want is microcontrollers. So go here, places, Commodities. Scroll down to M's. Microcontrols. Oh, my finger was on it the whole time. My closest. Well,
The closest system to buy microcontrollers, excluding fleet carriers, is Hydri Sector EEL-YC16, which is 29.46 light years from you. Head to Vizcomac UDVO.
all right, it's only one jump
Slumside,
away.
an outpost that is 2 light seconds from the star.
Let's
Last price
go.
was 5,440 credits, with a quantity of 865 tons 11 hours ago. Destination has a medium-sized landing pad. System is just 1 jump away.
Oh, you're full of information today, aren't you, Edie?
Landing gear retracted.
Ship released. Observe
Commander,
station
if we
regulations
load up with
on
16
exit.
tons of
Val-
water,
Valumesk
an
Udov
estimated
Stichor.
56,096
Oh, it's a very
credits.
Russian name.
EL-YC16 at Vizcomac UDVO Slumside, 2.77 light seconds from the star.
Trying to get to Sad J so you can't join us for eggs. Yeah, that makes sense. You're going to Colonia? Yeah, we're going to Colonia after the stream.
You have the
I'm gonna dock the
Commander.
I'm gonna dock the Caspian Explorer on Gentle Berserker's fleet carrier, and he's gonna fly to Colonia the old-fashioned way, and then I'm gonna hop out, grab an Anaconda that I have there by accident, put it back on his fleet carrier, so that we can get access to its components. I don't even want the Anaconda anymore. I want its pre-engineered cargo containers that are on it, as well as the
This
pre-engineered
star we are jumping to is scoopable.
Super Cruise engine that I got during the Thargoid War.
We have arrived at our target destination. We're regarded as hostile in
Now
this
we're looking
system.
for the most
Commander.
Russian name possible. Let's see here. There it is. Vazkumak Udovis Stilling. Sure. Those are letters that go together and form a word. Why not? You could join me in person, though. You could. We'll be on a planet. We have a shared instance. You can join the Simstar instance. Go to the same planet and then see me walking around. You don't have to, though. I know it's hard to synchronize playtimes. That's one of the reasons I kind of work alone.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Man, you can always tell the player made places because they're so convenient. How close this is to the sun. Man, I drank that Red Bull already. Yeah, I'm leaving the Anaconda on board. So when we come back on Monday, I'll have a Caspian Explorer in Colonia. We may do a couple of missions in Colonia. I have an idea of something that might be fun, and then we'll fly back from Colonia back to Earth. The old-fashioned way. I don't even think I'll take the Neutron Highway. I think we'll just fly the old-fashioned way. And it'll take as many trips as it takes.
Set her down on landing pad 2, Commander.
Landing gear deployed.
So if it takes us the entire week to get home, might end up doing that. You guys tend to like it when I go into deep space anyway, and I'm really in the mood to discover some new planets. So the Neutron Highway doesn't let you do that. So it'll probably take 3 times as long, but that's okay. We've got the time. Oh, I read that wrong. That is number 3, not number 2. My bad. There's number 2. Who does number 2 work for? Yeah, I could take more ships with me. I could. Oh, you know what? Maybe I should, actually.
Disengaged.
Oh, now you're bringing up options. What if I took the Mandalay, which does have a longer range on its regular jumps and a shorter range on its neutron star jumps? What if I grabbed the Mandalay and did that? I'll put some thought into it. Okay, we are here for microcontrollers. That's mission signal. Why do I keep doing that? Commodities markets. Microcontrollers. That's what they want, right? Yes, microcontrollers. We'll do the same thing. Fill our hold all the way.
Cargo hold at maximum capacity.
Gotta sneeze. Hold on. Oh, excuse me. 07, good at game. 07, welcome. Yeah, that's true. That's true. I'll only take one ship with me when we do it. It's just now you've asked the question of what ship I should take. But we might run a couple of missions while in Colonia because you remember when we had to kill all those people in order to get the cocktail recipes? Literally, that's called cocktail recipes. In order to get them, I had to clear out an entire town like 8 times.
Commander,
more.
If we load up with 16
actually.
tons of progenitor cells, we can sell for an estimated profit of 16,656 credits in Vienna.
That means that my reputation at that colony will be super low, and it would be kind of cool to land there and do a whole bunch of good deeds and bring my presence there back up to a positive. Get fully allied after all that killing. They can go, you know what? I misjudged you, mass murderer man. You're pretty great. Yeah, you're not going to return right away. You'll be up there for a couple of weeks. Yeah, that works for me. I can put the Anaconda on there and just leave it on there. That's going to be fine.
Frameshift drive charging.
Good game. When you do go up there, do make sure, I just mentioned the cocktail recipes. Do make sure that that you have cocktail recipes on you, because getting them in Colonia is no fun. I mean, it's literally not an enjoyable experience, but it is pretty fun to get here in the bubble. What you need is a anarchy site that's an abandoned tourist destination, and there are none in Colonia right now. But there are plenty here in the bubble. There are hundreds in the bubble. So it's worth going and grinding and getting them here.
Commander.
Okay, I think I've timed this out just about right. Our warm-up taking about an hour. We'll start setting course to the Radicandia, whatever it's called, and hip what a blah 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 after this. Yeah, don't forget to click like. Thank you, Nibbler. You were waiting to get the Caspian to make the Colonia trip, and now that you've got it, you're feeling lazy and nonplussed. Well, I mean, that's the way to be, really. I like my Caspian Explorer. I like flying in deep space, so flying back home should be fun. We should be able to find a whole bunch of new systems flying home the way that I have planned. Because we'll go off the galactic plane, up or down, and then we'll start heading back into known space. It's probably going to take like 500 jumps, but that's okay. If it takes a couple of days, it takes a couple of days. And if we get bored, we can always jump on the Neutron Highway again. Good at game. You'll be interested to know that Simstar Nibbler. This is Nibbler. Nibbler, can I get a status report, please?
I am the GOAT, but so is Project Simstar.
Thank you, Nibbler. So Nibbler is my virtual liaison with the crew. He is there so that you can't get my goat because I've enlisted him. And I mentioned it to you because you saw that he just said, don't forget to click like. I'm using StreamerBot to have Nibbler actually talk to you guys. So he's in the chat. And once this week is over, I have a chance to look at the logs. He'll be able to do a lot more. You'll be able to summon him, ask him questions, things of that nature. Oops, I wasn't paying attention. I've overshot. You wish there was an in-game notice board for fleet carriers. That way, one could announce a fleet carrier schedule. I would rather remove fleet carriers altogether if I had the choice. So I'm kind of glad that's not in there. You like flying in deep space, decent immersion? Yeah, me too. It's what I used to do for years and years by myself. So it's cool to have you guys with me. Yeah, StreamerBot's what it's called, and it can tie into Twitch and YouTube. You can also combine Twitch and YouTube's chats into one, so you don't need Stream Elements, which I found to be a little bit unreliable. Right now, your theoretical Colonia build is 88.27 light years. Translates nearly 530 light year boosted jump. Yeah, I'm not over 500 light years. I can do like 478 light years on the Neutron Highway. I've just used the Neutron Highway too much over the last 6 months. Once we started using it, we started using it every single time. I'm ready to go out there and not do that.
Access granted. Land on
Again, I'm very fortunate that you guys like it when I jump through space.
Commander, you will find land.
Today's short has something that I'm planning on doing.
Green lights to your right.
I'm gonna grab every jump back from Colonia and make it one video. Just zip, 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 zip. Because there is some ASMR appeal to that. So that's a thing that we're gonna do in the near future. Whoa.
Warning. Engage landing gear.
Zippy little craft, this Caspian.
Landing gear
Kestrel.
deployed.
Landing completed. Power down systems.
Mission board. Yeah, believe it or not, this isn't random. We're doing our part to help stop this place from getting taken over by the Empire. Coming in with these aid supplies and completing these donation missions helps strengthen our area here. We're cordial with them now, so they think we're all right. Nation change. Nation change. Okay. Go. All right, guys. How do we find it? Maybe it's in Galnet, the Easter egg thing. Because don't forget, I was sick. I never saw the news. I just saw a YouTube video about it. So let's check Galnet news. Here's something interesting. Oh, I haven't seen that one. Let's see. We haven't read any of these in a minute. Cast Explorer, Interestful Production, Exploration Data Initiative for Rainbow's End. We actually did that one. This is the one. Radiconia Unica begins blooming as new research initiative is announced. Okay. And that's how we'll find it. HIP 87621. That is the destination. And we will set course for Exogeny Sciences. 15 jumps away.
Setting
Perfect.
course for HIP 876.
But I wasn't done reading the news. So we're going to go back and we're
reach
going
our
to do that.
destination in 15 jumps. Commander, if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check for the best available commodities.
Okay, it begins blooming. So this is the one we're doing. We're just doing it after there's no rewards for it. October Consortium has confirmed that Radicondia unica, an enigmatic flora found exclusively within HIP 87621, has entered an active reproductive phase. According to their scientific teams, the plant's dormant cycle has ended, triggering the growth of hardened seed pods across the upper platforms. These pods hold rare biological data believed to be the main source of a species' highly valued physiological effects. Now, there's been a background chatter about that for a minute. I need to get one of those $5,000 massage chairs that just the Shih Tzu massage on your rear thrusters and feet. Perfect addition to Simstar. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. I am looking for a new chair. If you're a chair supplier, let me know, because we can write your chair. You can write it right here, and then everybody will see it. Researchers say that this activation validates early theories about the plant's sensitivity to nearby life signatures, with its bloom phase perceived as a direct response to recent studies by commanders of the Pirates Federation. Skeptics notice that some Radiconda sites have yet to bloom. Military and corporate restrictions are still in effect, with oversight of the enclave and coordinated in line with the recent October Accords. October Consortium has therefore called upon commanders to support a new phase of exobiology harvesting. Collecting seed pods will undergo detailed analysis of biochemical synthesis to better understand their unique properties. Exogeny Sciences and HIP 87621 have been authorized to use the central collection point for the incoming samples. The October Consortium overseeing transfer and storage. Scientists hope that this phase of data acquisition will unlock further leaps in pharmacological applications. Commanders are encouraged to exercise caution as the plant continues to thrive in the worlds with hazardous temperatures and volatile conditions. Okay, so I read all that because there is some interesting stuff here. We know operations is coming soon, and operations is going to be some kind of instance dungeon with coordinated players. And we believe, the player base believes, that they're going to give you special powers that only work in those dungeons. And the lore excuse they're going to use is that they're pulling these new steroids from these seed pods. Because there's a lot of people talking about taking Space Ozempic lately, and they all say, yes, I have more positive energy, without actually elaborating on what that means. So there's some mysteries going on. And then here it is just saying it's a success. We actually missed our chance to get the rewards, but I don't think I wanted the reward anyway. It was a suit that wasn't very appealing to me. So yeah, I can also scan the trees for some echo data, by the way. You're right about that, and we'll do that as well. Authorities are investigating a break-in at the okay, so here's another tie-in to the current operations that's coming up, which is interesting. Authorities are investigating a break-in at the fabrication plant, an LHS 1167 system, following the theft of hardware components. No group has yet claimed responsibility, but early evidence points towards an unfamiliar mercenary outfit operating across multiple regions in the bubble. Security footage recovered from the site shows that coordinated ship movements and disciplined withdrawal patterns, prompting speculation that the perpetrators were neither opportunistic pirates nor local criminals. Reports of heavily modified vessels bearing unfamiliar insignias have since surfaced in the neighboring systems. A spokesperson for the affected facility issued a blunt assessment to Vox Galactica. They weren't amateurs. The ships we encountered were exceptionally well equipped and flown with precision. They absorbed punishment that would have crippled most raiders. Local authorities have advised independent pilots to remain vigilant and report sightings of unusual ship markings or coordinated mercenary activity, while officials stress that there is no immediate threat to the civilian population. Analysts suggest that the incident may signal an emergence of a new group within the galaxy's increasingly crowded security landscape. Further updates. Now, what we think this probably is the again a tie into operations. Either these are the guys that will fight a new mercenary group, or be our targeted guys, or will be the mercenary group that does things with precision. Because what they're talking about is using the ships to breach things, and then landing, and then having guys run out into the mega ships to do stuff. So this is at the very least a hint to that. But what it actually means, we'll have to wait and see. Yeah, loops of shame are slow when you're in a Panther Clipper, and that is definitely a thing. Okay, now this one I have not seen. This one's brand new. I hadn't even heard about it, I mean to say. New analysis of Radicondia unica has raised fresh questions about the true origins of the enigmatic flora found in HIP 87621. Following the recent seed pod recovery initiative, researchers acting under the October Accords have begun detailed paleogenic studies using the expanded sample pool. Early findings suggest that certain evolutionary markers within the plant's DNA may not be entirely natural. Now, that's news to me, but we have suspected already that this is Guardian tech because it's using very Guardian coded plants, pretty much. You can see them up here. Oh, hold on. Let's go here. Oh, you know what? I can point to it right here. They are glowing in the same way that the Guardian tech glows. So I will not be surprised to learn that this is some kind of Guardian thing. According to sources close to the product, specific sequences within the seed pod's biochemical structure show evidence of non-environmental diversion. However, scientists are quick to stress that such changes were not recent. Guardians went extinct millions of years ago. One researcher speaking anonymously stated that the markers indicate intervention on a timescale measured in eons rather than millennia, and theorized that if the plant was engineered, it was by an unknown agent in a very distant past. The implications of such a discovery remain unclear. Some analysts have speculated the plant's unique pharmaceutical properties may be the result of deliberate design rather than natural evolution. Others have urged restraint, noting that the exotic evolutionary plants can produce similarly unusual results, and there is still so much to learn about the species of flora. October Consortium representatives declined to comment on the findings, reiterating only that the research into Colonia unica remains ongoing. So here's what I think it is. I think this is Guardian tech. I think they built it. I think we're on a path to doing something Guardian-esque. We're going to focus on operations, which is going to be human versus human, but we haven't seen anything from the Guardians in a really long time. So the Thargoids have been defeated, and I think it's about time for the Guardians to return. So I think this is the seed of the start of a multi-year story arc with the Guardians. I think that's where we're at, but I don't know that 100%. Oh yes, thank you. They also give off a mist. You're absolutely right, and I suspect that mist actually makes an atmosphere. I believe that these plants are used to terraform planets, and we're going to discover that certain planets all over the galaxy that we can't currently land at turn out to have these plants on them and are actually Guardian places. And I think long-term, big picture, I think that they're going to let us land on not high atmosphere, but higher atmosphere planets in the near future, like next year. I think they're going to let us do that, and we're going to find Guardian stuff, and it's going to unlock planets in solar systems that have already been 100% scanned, first footfall everywhere. Suddenly, one of the planets in that solar system will get a new marker, and people will have to go back again. Welcome, Warnick 0707, my friend. Welcome. There is a optional webhook through Discord to update carrier locations. Also, an auto jumping program called CATS. I'm not surprised about the CATS program. I meant to mention that to you, Gentle Berserker. You could probably not just use Sponge, but use some kind of auto flight to get out to Colonia. Yeah, terraforming trees does make sense. It does. And the Guardians did something. And I think we're going to finally get a little bit more Guardian information, but that's way ahead. We don't even know if by the end of April we're going to get the operations update. We don't even know. And that operations update is going to focus specifically on what these chemicals can do for us as gameplay options, and it's going to focus on us teaming up and going in and doing these new instance missions. They've already said that they're going to take what they learned from this, find out what we like, and then make a wave 2 of these that have more things we like. And I think the direction that's going in is allowing us to land on stations and raid instanced dungeons of ships in cargo bays, because they have all those assets already. They just need a reason for us to do it. And that means we go up the ramps and we steal something from a ship, and that, buddies, is ship interiors. I really think that's where we're going, is ship interiors. But I'm getting way ahead of myself. You have a theory that those of us who have been exposed to this mist will wake up after the operations update with some special abilities. You might be right. I think you just take it. I think you'll just go and breathe in this gas, and it will give you a temporary benefit that only happens. It only works in the dungeons, so you can't take it to colonies. FDev has a bad habit of taking new gameplay and locking it into a sphere of its own thing, so it doesn't interfere with other stuff. They really need to mix on foot and flight into one game, and right now it's definitely two happening in the same engine. All right, you saw me adjust my chair. It's because I'm going to step away. I've had all this Red Bull. It's empty now, so I'm going to go get something else to drink, keep my throat lubricated. Give me 2 minutes and 2 seconds. I'll be right back.
Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols. Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols. Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols. Welcome back, Commander Wacko. Initializing pre-flight protocols.
And I am back. I now have Red Bull flavored water. Yeah, looking at what you guys are talking about, these eggs, that's crazy. Somebody got 9,000 of these. You got 475, Nick. Elaine joined with 10 hours left. I missed it altogether because I was sick. I do feel bad about that, but I'm glad that you guys have an interest in me going and doing it today. I've mentioned it before, I am really hoping for an ExoBio SRV. That is the reason I think they switched it from ships to vessels and their description. But we shall wait and see. Okay, so guys, we already have a course plotted. We have 15 jumps to go, and we are headed our way to the egg hunt. It's way after Easter, but there are still eggs to hunt, and I will not be getting 9,000 of them. I'll be lucky to get like 5 of them more than I need. Oh, I always hate it when I forget to turn on my haptics. Got it just in time.
Pad detached complete. Go for departure.
And away we go. Switch over to our route planner. There we go.
Frameshift drive charging.
You were such a hippie, man.
You have the all clear? Take care.
No, I don't drink Red Bull often, but I do drink it when I know I'm going to be tired, and I knew today I was going to need a little bit of help to get through my stream today. So that's why I was drinking Red Bull to start. But now I've got just water, man. It's fine.
Scoopable. Commander. There is a potential for core dynamic composites or proprietary.
You know that there are 2 for sure.
Fuel scooping.
Body being
Yeah.
in this system has unidentified biosigns. Commander.
So we have to choose the right planet. Is there one that doesn't have high temperatures? Or is that one of the gameplays they kind of made mandatory? I'm fine if that's the case, but I do like doing this stuff at night because everything's glowing and cool looking. I've been, when we were doing scanning, when the point was to scan these different plants, we did it at night and did not have to deal with the hot temperatures. I just did it during the nighttime. It was, oh, right. But my stream was 12 hours earlier. I wonder if that's going to be an issue. It'll be interesting if it is.
Fuel scooping.
Well, we've got 13 jumps to go. So we will find out when we get there.
Biological scans of interest to you, Commander. We can make around 22.62 million credits spanning 6 of 6 species there.
Your punk rock? How's your kale? How's your kale that you're growing at home, man? The night side of 1-3 is not too hot. Okay.
4, 3, 2, 1.
We're jumping to WB-PB21-1.
Kindness is the new punk rock, so you looking out for me is good.
Oh,
gym watch, by the way, I did go last night. The plan's working really well. We switched to a daytime stream so that I could go to the gym at night. And the way that I'm doing it is I'm going out and doing deliveries and then wrapping up those deliveries by hitting up the gym. And last night I just did the elliptical for an hour and it kicked the crap out of me. I was tired when I was done with it. So that's how you know it's working.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Today I am not going to the gym. Instead, I'm going to do my taxes. This is the last day. I have to do my taxes today. So I have to make sure that I take the time to do that. And I'm going to go mow my grass. My grass gets really long because I hate mowing it. It is actually a workout. So I will go out and mow the grass to my exercise. So I probably won't do any deliveries at all since the thing I got to do is here anyway. Yeah, bring an SRV. That is the plan. I am confused if these are a material or a commodity or what. That part isn't clear to me.
Unidentified biosigns, Commander.
If it's a material, it won't take up any space, right?
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive.
Man, I wanted to make a juicer. We went to the DeKalb Farmers Market a couple of weeks ago, and they have the best juice. They have orange juice and grapefruit juice and carrot juice. I don't know what machine they're using because I never see them make it, but it is super good.
WP-OD6-96.
Well, thanks, Lulz. They say they love my content. I'm glad that you're enjoying the shorts. It takes up suit space. Okay. It takes up space in my on-foot inventory, but not in my SRV. Got it.
Fuel scooping.
They're on-foot goods. Okay. Right. Like how I can, like how I pick up the Ethernet cable and the lenses and the vapes and stuff. Only so much fits in your backpack, and then when you drop it off in your SRV and in your ship, only so much fits there as well. That's right. I remember that. Especially after I had a cow because I had filled up my backpack without realizing it. Good to have 1,000 limit for all goods, and your suit has a limit depending on the suit engineering. Right. I remember that.
4, 3, 2.
Plants grow better than sounds metal. One of my favorite juice combos is pineapple, ginger, and Metallica.
This star
He
and
didn't
the
say that.
subsequent 9 stars are all scoopable.
Gabby got some powdered ginger. We've been putting it into my Earl Grey tea. That was really great when I was sick.
We're now 9 jumps from HIP 87621.
But as much as I would like to follow your advice, in America, cheap food, which I need to eat cheap, is high calories. So I'll just have to watch it. I'll just have to eat garbage when I can get it, and then burn it off with some exercise. Since I'm not drinking any soda right now, one Red Bull to get through a stream notwithstanding, I'll switch to diet Mountain Dew or something. Since I'm not taking any soda in, that should reduce my calorie intake per day by like 600, and that's going to certainly help. A deficit of 600 in my daily intake, and then burning 600 calories on the elliptical will be enough to start seeing the weight come off. Not my first rodeo.
IHW 25-5. Warning, fuel levels now at 13.3%.
Your MAV suit has 120 capacity with expanded backpack. I do not have an expanded backpack. I'll probably use my Artemis suit because it's got the scanner, so we can get some exobio while we're here, and it's got the extra long jump range. My Maverick suit does not have extra long jump range. It's meant for other purposes.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
You live in Hawaii, just saying that costs money, doesn't it? There's a sugar-free Red Bull. Yeah, but I generally, okay, I don't take energy drinks very often. And I don't do that, so when I do take one, it takes maximum effect. So I take the sugar with it. I do sugar, regular ass Red Bull, and it will give me an extra 4 hours of energy. I don't do it very often.
Warning, very low fuel reserves. Now at 3.1%.
Your grocery bill is less than $500 a month, but it's quality. I don't have those skills, man. My grocery bill is low, but it's also not high
Now
quality.
at 0.6%.
Fuel scooping.
But I will eat what Gabby makes because she is a very good cook.
Fuel scoop
Oh, we're almost out of
disengaged.
gas. Is the next place scoopable? It is. Okay. Oh, never mind. We got to do it here. We got to turn around and scoop. Yeah, go ahead. We're next going to try. They have access to the remote camera controls. So why don't you bring up the big screen? Why don't you push the chase cam button
Fuel scooping.
and see if it automatically switches to it? Yeah, you don't drink energy drinks a lot anymore. I never drink. I've never had excessive amounts of energy drinks. I will drink them only when I know that I'm sleepy and I just can't be sleepy. On Monday, I started going into caffeine withdrawal and started not passing out, but I started going weird. Hey, it worked. Switch it back to SSR or SRR button and see if it does that. On Monday, I started blinking. I started not nodding off, and my eyes started getting weird and blurry and stuff. So I knew I needed a caffeine boost to get through it as I adjust to the new situation. It won't be something I have to do every time. How does that map suit have 120 capacity? You've expanded the backpack and it's 80. Can you put 2 times stuff in the modded suit? Yeah, Gabby is the real one. That was nice of my neighbor to share barbecue with us. You work retail, so caffeine was life. I try to keep the caffeine at a minimum. I really do enjoy a good soda, though. Oh, wait. I forgot. We don't have a good scoop. We're going to be here a minute, guys. You guys know how much I use the SRV. So when I'm in a colony, I always have the SRV within a few feet of me, because that's what I use as my Dominator suit. In other words, I've never needed an expanded backpack. I've never felt like my backpack was too full. Except for that one time when my overall equipment was too full. But I'm pretty sure we're not going to have that issue today. We can take a look. Oh, we still have microcontrollers. I got to remember to sell those later. Let's see, what do we got? Our capacity is 745 of 1,000. We are not going to do many of those. I don't know how many we'll pick up. We'll probably go through this game loop like 2 or 3 times, so probably 9. So we got plenty of room. What Wernick is saying in the chat, it's the code names for these different scenes. So there's chase cam, pilot cam, PRT, which is pilot in small mode. SRR, which is the Simstar in small mode. There's celebrate. That's chase cam right there. There's buttons he doesn't have access to, like this one. Actually, I think you do have this one. The reason he even has that action is because when I leave it on the screen by mistake, it's got a 2.5 minute timer before it moves, and it kind of bugs the crap out of him. So I've given him the ability to get off of the screen. So I'll leave it up to you to do that, Warning.
Fuel scooping complete.
You can't have coffee, otherwise you'll end up naked under your bookshelf. Not where I thought this was going. Crying your eyes out thinking of your biggest piece of garbage on earth. You can handle tea and green tea only. Are you sure you're thinking of caffeine and not like Molly? You sure you're not thinking of LSD? Caffeine doesn't normally do that, bro. That is too cool. How did I set that up? I am using StreamerBot. And StreamerBot is a program that runs locally on the stream machine. And then they have a website. And all I had to do was send him the link to the website, and it gives him control. You guys will have limited control in the chat. Because you know how he was saying chase and SRR? If you do exclamation chase and exclamation SRR, it will work as soon as I tie it in properly. I've mentioned before, it's a brand new program to me, so I need to check the logs to find out what the calls are to give you the permissions. But why do that in the chat when he has a full graphical interface? It's pretty neat. I should have thought of it, and I should have pulled it up for you. Oh, wait, I know how to pull it up. Hold on. No, I can't. I don't have an easy way to show you guys that those buttons, but they're just nice graphical buttons. Yeah, it doesn't work right now, man. That's not tied in. But basically, StreamerBot, like everything else, is built to run on Twitch, and you have to specifically call out YouTube. And I have not found the list of what the YouTube calls are, so it doesn't work right now. But when it does work, you still won't be able to do it because you got to be a channel member. Channel members will have the ability to do a couple of things, like feed row pet will be one of the choices.
28 to 0.
Oh, you got a piglet. I fed him for you. You got a piglet lost. Yeah, the seam timer is done via advanced seam switcher. That's a plugin for OBS that does a lot of things, but its main goal is to wait. On mine, it waits 90 seconds per shot, and it bounces between all the shots automatically. So I never have to worry about it.
Frameshift drive charging.
I also use the reason that my shorts look as good as they do is because I'm recording in both landscape and portrait mode. You guys never see the portrait mode until the shorts are done, but I record in both at the same time, and they're tied in together. So every time there's a scene change on one, there's a scene change on the other. You'll name him Ham Solo. That's a good choice. You guys will be able to pull up and talk to Nibbler. You can't do it yet, but you'll be able to very soon.
I'm not going anywhere else. This is where I keep all my belongings.
And I'll create our cat girl engineer you guys were asking for, and a couple of others. So the idea is that channel members will be able to call up at least once a day. Each channel member will be able to call up one of the virtual crew. But again, I need access to the logs before I'm able to do that. You want to integrate AI, the Elite Dangerous Mat Tracker, and all the other bells and whistles, but for someone with OPSEC-minded, what is your risk assessment hazard match for your thing? I am not an OPSEC guy. I don't have a lot.
This next star is
but,
solvable, as are the subsequent 3 stars in our route.
The way I see it, the kind of stuff I give you access to are things I'm fine with having.
We have 3 jumps left to go.
I hope that made sense. I'm supposed to be able to lock down the controls that Wernick was using. I'm supposed to be able to lock it down on a per user basis, but it didn't work. I guess I didn't connect Discord properly, because you're supposed to sign in with Discord to StreamerBot, and then it's supposed to let you allow each Discord person access, and it just didn't work. So what I did was I made it public and only gave the link to Wernick and to Admin, another friend of the channel. So as long as they don't share it, we should be fine. That's where I am with OPSEC.
Jumping to call 359.
If something does go wrong, because I didn't see it coming, I'll just go in and turn it off during the stream. You guys like BTS stuff anyway, so it won't bother you if I'm like, well, that's not supposed to happen, and I shut it down. And then I fix it on the next stream. 2 jumps remain. We're almost there.
Fuel scoping. Fuel scope disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, if you stream on Twitch, you'll find StreamerBot to be a lot easier to use. But I'll get it tied into YouTube. I should have it by next week. I already like it. It's already running a bunch of different stuff in the background. Discord is like sticking your joystick in a truck stop bathroom floor drain. We'll never use it. I like Discord, man. But again, I don't have to worry about OPSEC. I don't put anything on the internet that I don't want people to see. So it would not bother me if there was a leak of my Discord. What I like about Discord is it's asynchronous communications. I like that you can ask me a question, like right now. Obviously, I can't read it right now, but I can come back and respond to you in 3 hours, and then we can keep the conversation going. Multiple chats, publicly seen by everybody. It's great. Hey, by the way, here's a link to my Discord. We got plenty of fuel. We're HIP 8761 is next. You didn't get into squadrons because of OPSEC. That's interesting. More jumps in a hopscotch game. Yeah, that's true. I think there's like 9 jumps in a hopscotch game. There are 15 for this one.
Our target destination.
Man, that VR button comes up every time. I need to run a test. Hold on a second.
has remaining biological scans.
I'm
of
gonna
interest
link to the
you,
Discord
Commander.
again.
You can make around
Disengaged.
31.51 million credits scanning 6 of 6 species there.
I thought this whole time, I thought I was pushing the wrong button, and that's why it was hitting VR, but I definitely didn't that time. Okay. And let's do the merge button. Okay, the merge button didn't have that problem. We got that going. Huh. I'll have to take a look at that. Can somebody add that to the after action report? I have to take a look and find out why that, why the Discord is launching both messages. It shouldn't be, so maybe I made a mistake somewhere. Oh, that's a coincidence. It's probably spam, but Red Bull just offered me a tie-in. maybe I'll drink more Red Bull in the future. Yeah, feel free to ask me any questions on that Discord. Like, if you want to see the back end of the OBS, it's not something I can produce on the stream, but I can grab a screenshot and show it to you. No problem. Oh, right. Hold on. I got to pay more attention.
3 biological signals and 3
This is
geological
in a
signals
ring,
detected on body 2A.
is in a ring planet. Exogeny Sciences is in a ring, so I had to adjust my course a little bit. If you have questions about OBS, use the live stream channel and ask there. We talked about that yesterday, Gentle Berserker, about giving you guys the ability to kind of mess with me, turn certain things off and on. But really, because of the vibes we have going here, I don't think it's worth the effort. I don't think you guys would use it all that much. And when you did, I think you're going to kind of feel bad about it. But I never run out of fuel, man. I've gotten good at not running out of fuel. It's good. I got plenty of fuel right now. You said I needed to stop and get some unless it was a short jump. Not true. I got plenty of fuel.
Commander, landing pad 27 is
You
located
should
at
know
1 o'clock at the
that
front
because of
when
where
entering the
I've
slot with green
placed
lights to your right.
where I've placed the microphone, which I did so in this screen you can't see the OBS touch panel, but you can see this touch panel. Because of that, I can't see my fuel gauge anymore. It's actually blocking some of the view from me. And you guys say I need VR. I got full immersion. I got to look around parts like in a real cockpit.
Landing gear deployed.
Down. Okay.
Landing complete. Docking restraints engaged. Report to station services for more information.
Yeah, thanks, Nibbler. Don't forget to click like. It really does help the channel if you guys click like. It shows it to more people. And because we've switched, a 12-hour switch to when I do this, there are new people who do not realize I'm streaming right now. So when you click like and you click hype, it shows it to them and they go, oh, he's live. I thought he was live at 6, and then they might join. So it would be helpful. All right, so I don't forget, the first thing I'm going to do, not even going to get distracted, laser focused, locked in, commodities market, and we'll sell these 2 items that we have in our holds. To our 2 microcontrollers, which we'll sell at a loss. Gone. It was either that or dump it on the ground. And this is how I got the Simstar. Somebody was like, I don't want this Simstar filling my hold. You take it. Yeah, Elite has an aggressively helpful community. And people on this stream just like to chill out. They like to know more about the Simstar, and they like to watch me fly from star to star is basically what's happening. All right, so we did that. Let's go to mission board. They probably won't let me pay them. Yeah, no. They're not going to play favorites here. Okay, so we're just docked here just to get that locked in case we get hurt. We'll respawn here. And now we need to go to the best planet. Which one do we want to go to? I thought you were saying Planet 1, Moon 3, but no, not the case. Oh, you meant 1, 3. Okay, that's what you meant, I think. I don't know which one to go to, you guys. I don't remember what has the best stuff on it. That first one's landable. The ones that are landable with atmosphere is probably what I want, right? All right, Gentle Berserker is ready at the end of our stream. We'll join his fleet carrier and he'll head off to Colonia. Operations will come out tomorrow or next week, perhaps. That's you being optimistic. We'll see. I don't know, man. I think we'll get some forewarning if it's going to come out. So maybe it'll be May. Yeah, ED is releasing some new currencies. Well, but that doesn't bother me. 1A1. Okay. It's 2A. 1A1. Are there moons here that I don't personally know about? Sorry, 2B2. Okay. 2A 1 3. Okay, so 2B 2BA. Uh, 2B2 is the only one that's cool enough on the night side. So I'm going to assume that you mean 2B A. 2B1. 2B1? What is 2B1? 2A, 2B, 2BA. Got it. Okay, I did have it right. Okay, good. Got it. We don't know exactly when it's going to depart, but the call to join is going to be somewhere around 2:30, 3 p.m. today. You think you might head out tonight or tomorrow, but you should be parked by the end of the stream pretty much. Okay, so we've got 2BA, which is the only place that has a night side that won't kill us. So that's where we're going next.
Departure authorized.
It's good I mentioned StreamerBot because you were planning on switching to it at the end of April. Seems a much better thing than Streamlabs. Yeah, you know, I think you probably mean Stream Elements, which is a good program, but yeah, StreamerBot is a little bit better. And I've been meaning to switch to it myself for like 4 months. The reason I finally did it is because I was editing videos from January, where I promised sometime soon I would get Nibbler tied in. And I was like, oh my God, I've been promising that for 4 months. This got to get done. So that's why I knuckled down and did it. I do not feel bad about not having it complete this week, because again, I need that log. We now have enough information in the log that I can program it to work for members and get it to work in the chat. But I don't feel bad about being a week late. I feel bad about being 4 months late. In other words, I feel like I made my promise to you guys when I said, by God, by Monday we'll have it. I do feel like we have it. It's just not as robust as it could be. But I will have that done for you by next Monday. By our next stream, I should say. You guys will be able, at the very least, I promise you, you'll be able to call out Nibbler.
They almost got me, but I true to the attempt.
And Nibbler has a 1 in 50 chance of actually getting got. So you guys could get my goat. It's a possibility. Please don't, but you could. You've been using Streamlabs bot for 5 years. It's been good. But it's Cloud bot. Okay. I don't know Cloud bot. I don't know my bots very well. But I don't use Streamlabs at all. They take an open source thing and they make it a pay thing, which is fine. I'm never one to judge you guys on what you want to do. I mean, everybody thinks I spent $1 million on this thing, right? So, all right, biological site. So I'm not here to judge. It's just not for me, because I am a cheap bastard.
I am locking in known coordinates to the closest biological sample that meets your filter requirements. There is a recorded instance of a white fungoida stabitus approximately 653.09 kilometers away.
We are ignoring what he is saying right now.
Approaching body 2BA. It is a rocky body with gravity of 0.21 g and a surface temperature of 380.9 degrees Fahrenheit.
We are headed over here to this biological site. Definitely on the night side. That's what you want to see. You thought I spent $2 million? I think the biggest number I've seen is 100,000. Somebody was like, "Bro spends $100,000 on a single game," and I'm like, me and your imagination does sound like a jerk. I'm glad I'm not that guy. It's so hard to correct people though, because you got to walk a fine line. The reason I don't want them to think that I'm stupid wealthy is because I don't want them to think that motion simming is only available to the fat, wealthy single man. It's not. Married, I'm having the money, I'm still running a motion sim. So I try to respond to those guys as best I can. You use OBS, but CloudBot for gambling. You have degenerates in your crew. Yeah, see, I'm not using any of that. I just don't think you guys want as much interactivity as you think you do. So we're going to do it our own way. I mean us, not the royal we. You and I are going to do this in a different way. Instead of the normal stream games that one might play, we're gonna keep making the virtual crew robust, and your ability to call out that virtual crew, so that instead of just taking what you're saying and turning it into text to speech, I will give you guys the ability to call out what you want to call out by the crew. So I'll have Nibble come out and say, "Commander, the crew thinks you're doing well," right? Or they think you can pick up the pace. That's the way we'll communicate, I think. It's a little unusual, but I think we can make that work. Yeah, the people who say that might be jelly. I did have a jealous guy today. I had a dude that was just straight up jealous today, man. I know this because he made 2 comments on the same stream about how I'm such a loser. I'm like, okay, you do that once and you move on. If you do it twice, there's probably something happening on the stream, on that short, that you like and don't want to admit you like. So you lash out instead. Honestly, that's where I think that guy was going. So I called him out on it. I said, listen, if you're going to act like that, then you're probably jealous. You should probably face what it is you're seeing that you like. Because I try to help folk, people who try to make fun of me, I try to let them know gently that I'm a grown man. I'm almost 50. You ain't gonna hurt my feelings, because I gave up on trying to make people like you like me a while ago. So I try to reach out to them and say, listen, this isn't the way to behave. We're both grown. We're both grown ass people. You should not behave this way. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't.
Low gravity warning.
Yeah, I'm either fat or single or T-Pain. Yeah. You need to get a list of Colonia prep to unlock engineers. You need limpets for escape pods, vehicular hangar, that kind of thing. Yeah, you do. Again, what you really, really need those cocktail recipes. You can get almost everything you need. Wow, this is really pretty. Wow, I'm glad we came here now. You can get almost everything you need from Colonia, but those recipes you just can't. Not reasonably. Yeah, they're energy vampires, but that doesn't necessarily mean that they know they're energy vampires. For example, they might have been trained from very young that if you see somebody overweight, you should call them fat in their face. That is a good thing to do. That is a thing that they're expected to do. And it might not have occurred to them, now that they're grown, that that's asshole bully behavior. It might not have literally occurred to them. Because what people normally do is they go, "No, you suck," right? And I'm just like, that's not a way for a grown man to behave. And maybe they'll think about it. Maybe they'll go, shit, it's not. You're right. Trying something here. See if I can shoot that from here. Okay, I can. And that knocks the seed off. Okay. Can I scoop it? I might be able to scoop it.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Oh, that's a shame. So this is what I'm talking about, FDev. I get where you're going with this, but making this separate is a terrible idea. All right, now I've got to boot up this freaking controller, unfortunately. Which takes many attempts. Yeah, Gentle Berserker is warning that if you want to go to Colonia, he's headed there. But he doesn't know who's joining or why, and it's not his problem if you get left behind or you get taken somewhere you don't want to go. So you're riding with caution. You have one cocktail recipe. Looks like you'll be in Colonia for a while. Man, I would actually stop before you went. I would for real go to abandoned hotels in the bubble and get the cocktail recipes. I would not leave without it. I mean, you can make it to Colonia. Okay, we're finally connected. You can make it to Colonia without grabbing a ride from Gentle Berserker. I would take a day and get those recipes. Because you're going to be completely screwed trying to do it in Colonia. All right. Oh, we're in the Maverick suit right now, right? I said I was going to... Oh, you know what? Never mind. I changed my mind. Terrain. We'll pick it up in the Maverick suit. We'll switch to the other one in a minute. Okay, so how does this work? Hey, notice it's not going to the main menu. So whatever the problem was yesterday is gone now. So was that it? Did we shoot it and get one egg? Is that how this works? Looks like it. Okay. That's good. That means we can do stuff in the SRV, which is a much more entertaining thing for me to do for you guys. Oh, you know, another thing that keeps happening since we're talking about misunderstandings, man, there are so many people that think that when I talked about having 3 computers in this machine, that I talked about having 3 brand new gaming computers. I mean, they just automatically assume that I have like 3 5080s going on in my rig. Not the case. I mean, I can only address it on a time by time basis, but not the case. These are all from 2017. So did that work? I hit it with a rocket launcher. Here's... There we go. Let's hit it with a rocket. Does not break it off. Okay. Yeah, they don't always hit the ground, but that's okay. Oh, wait, it did hit the ground. Nice. Excellent, excellent. Okay, disregard. You can also possibly buy them fleet carrier bartenders. Look for them in an hour. Yes, that's possible. It was not possible in Colonia, but it may very well be possible in the bubble. But don't forget, that's the thing that made me cross that time. I lost my shit on the stream, and it was because of the that one recipe. So I don't recommend going without it. I do recommend driving around in your SRV, though. It's great. If only they would let me do this without getting out. Oh, yeah, we got that one. Okay. You've got a 790 XTX. I don't even know that one. You're the top 1% gaming rigs. Yet it said ED to potato things settings just so its Cobra engine ran efficiently and not look muddy while cooking my CPU. Yeah. I'm running a 2080 in this machine. I've got 16 gigs of DDR4. The other two computers are using DDR3. So yeah, I'm not cutting edge. There are a lot of people that also think that I don't quite understand this. They think that buying a gaming PC is really expensive, and they think really power consuming as well, and they think it's a lot of compute. And so I'm just, maybe I'll turn it into a short later. I'm just making it clear to people, just in case they didn't know, that only the highest end the brand newest computers are expensive. A gaming PC from 10 years ago works just fine. That's what I'm using. I've simply branched together 3 computers from the same era. I don't think I'm going to get that one. This is an excellent little Easter thing, though. I just want to make that clear. This Easter egg hunt is freaking great. What a great idea. And all the quote-unquote seeds were here for us last time. So I noticed that these seeds were here, and I noticed some of them were empty, and they had colliders because you could get stuck on them. I'm not surprised to find that they had a holiday event running around them. I think that's pretty cool. Okay, so the fleet carrier will not leave before 7 a.m. game time. It's currently 16:50 game time. So that's how much time you have to grab your supplies and join Gentle Berserker's trip to Colonia. When are you going to Colonia? Not when, sorry, that's the wrong question. You just answered that. What is the name of your fleet carrier is what I meant to say. I think we're going to have to go up there and get this. Well, we should try that gameplay anyway. We should jump up there with our Artemis rig. Yeah, cheap's the way to go, man. Elitester eggs. I love it. Yeah, Elitester eggs. Let's go. There it is. Do I even have a gun on this suit? I'm not entirely sure. Oh, the SRV makes this easier to target for sure. Oh, there's one. There's one over there, so we'll do it. The Nofamir XFW-70F. I know I said that all bad, but it's in the chat. So if you want to join us on our trip to Colonia, that's the ship to use. All suits have the ability for a gun, but not necessarily that I've equipped one, because I've only used I only use the revolver. Oh boy, I like that. I don't use the rifle at all, so I don't have it equipped. I could have sworn there was one here. Oh, there it is. Okay, yeah, you were telling me that more pop out. I thought each time I picked up one of these, it was worth 3, but not the case. I don't know where that other one went. That's fine. Oh yeah, see how it's blowing this this atmosphere up? I think that's a clue that this is a terraforming system. I couldn't pick it up while it was moving. Don't stand too close. Those pods have a kick. Oh, I didn't even notice. I'll have to look into that too. We'll have to let it kick us, actually. Let's get back in the SRV. Dude, where's my car? You haven't set your Discord up as a server? Why did you need to do that at all? Look at that moon. Look at that planet. That's cool, man. But yeah, the fact that it's releasing atmosphere and that we're getting more atmosphere on this planet, I think is a clue that they're going to... we can land on planets with some atmosphere. And I think that we're going to be able to land on planets with some more atmosphere soon. I think they're just going to open up a new planet class. And all those planets will be our... on those planets will be this kind of plant. And then maybe they'll make up some more diversity for those planets. Well, we're gonna walk right up to it and stick the pistol directly in it and see what it does. Let's go ahead and dock with our ship. Make sure that all these eggs we've gotten so far are accounted for. So the community goal was what exactly? That's the part I don't understand. If this is a material, how did I turn them into the community goal? Oh yeah, I do remember seeing that. People yeeting into orbit when it blew up. A couple of 100 meters in the air. I forgot about that. That's a thing, yeah. All right, let's take a look at our inventory. Yeah, nothing in the inventory. Materials. Okay. And then storage is the on foot stuff. So there should be some eggs, some Colonia eggs. No. No. What kind of material is this, guys? Sorry, I'm not saying anything. Ah, there it is. Unica seed. We have 8 so far. A seed obtained from the Mitochondria unica organism. It has a tough, thermally insulating outer shell, which offers remarkable protection against extreme variations in temperature, radiation, climate. Interesting. Okay. Let's go ahead and take our SRV back out there. Look for some work.
Low gravity warning.
Oof. What was that about? Oh, I ran into my own ship. Got to pull a little wider than that. I do wish what I was doing right now was more viable than it is. I get they want us to do on foot stuff, but come on, man, I'm in a motion sim. Should be able to play this game the way I want to. Let's go to one of the grounds. Ow! My chair broke again. Maybe it's good that I don't move around for a little while. I smacked my hand. Don't worry, I can fix it. I don't need to dock the SRV. When I get in the SRV, they auto store in the correct place. My next short is about this. About how the chair broke. And that if you're a chair manufacturer, you want to sponsor Project Simstar, let me know. Luckily, the fix, at least the temporary fix, is easy to apply. Let me show it to you, actually, before I put it on. I've got this clamp here, and I'm just clamping the two pieces of the hinge together. When I get the chance, TM, so later this week, I will actually drill a hole and run a bolt through this. Maybe a rivet, because I don't want it to come apart. And I'll lock it in to a specific spot and just leave it there. This held for a good 2 days, though. There we go. That will do for now. All right, guys, back to it. Turn back on the haptics. That might pop again. If it does, that's okay, because no one's getting my goat. Isn't that right, Nibbler?
Not today. Not on my watch.
Thank you, buddy. That Nibbler always looking out for me. Okay, so they're all up there. This is definitely an on-foot thing that I'm supposed to be doing, so let's go ahead and do some on-foot stuff. Oh, that's already on there, the chair repair. I might not even fix it. I might continue to use this clamp because it works pretty good. The SRV was just a little bit much for it. Okay, so we're headed down to this one. Okay, and we're going to put the gun directly against it and see what happens. Oh, yeah, they must have patched it. Ooh. Wanted to go flying. Don't know where the other one went. I should probably scan at least a little bit of the exobio while I'm here, but kind of forget how does that work? Hold on. It'll glow green, right? Ah, yeah, here we go.
Shield activated.
Scanning, scanning, scanning. Start role-playing my ship as a core dynamic ship. Man, I can't blame anybody but me. I can't blame anybody but me. I can't blame a fictional designer. I'm an engineer. I'm an engineer just like they are in the game, man. This is all on me. Hey. This is a fun game loop, I'll admit that. Where did the other one go?
Shield deactivated.
Let's see here. I guess we'll go ahead down. There's my missing egg. You thought this one was therapeutic? So do I. I like it too. But again, I'm running a motion simulator show. So I feel self-conscious about doing too much on foot stuff. Just look at me. Right now, the screen is taking up the whole screen, and it's just me in a fancy chair. That's another joke that comes up a lot. People go, so you got a bucket to poop in or what? And I'm like, no, man, I got a special chair for that. How are you looking at me and thinking I don't have a special chair in a special room just for pooping? Don't you have that luxury? I do. Welcome, did Fixation? Ginger Fixation. Stream's going well. We're doing a little bit of on-foot stuff. We're finally gathering up those eggs we were talking about before. On foot, because it's pretty much mandatory. While we're at it, we're getting a little bit of the exo bio, because we might as well scan it while we're here. Project Simpoop. I also get a lot of people joking about this being a gooning chair, which they don't realize it. But they're saying a lot about themselves when they see this chair, and the first thing they think of is they would turn the cameras off and do some stuff with it. And I'm like, that says a lot more about you than it does about me. Because, again, do I not seem the kind of person that has a special chair and a special room for that stuff? Come on, guys. I'm cheap, but I'm not that cheap.
Shield activated.
I take that back. I can see myself. Oh, there's 3 of them in this one. And 2 of them stayed. Nice. I could see myself running the Simstar from the bathroom. Because if the bathroom had if it was the only room in the house with power requirements, I would totally do that. It's not in any means. It's not. That's not how reality works. But when I say, do I look like that kind of person? I guess I do. Needs must. I'll do what I have to. Your Caspian has a 2K shield, 6 shock cannons, 1 corrosive flag, an SRV, 26 cargo, and 22,000 light years to Colonia. You got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark because we're in space, and we're wearing yellow glasses. Hit it. Let's shoot it from here and see what happens. Hey, that worked pretty good. Now I just have to find the dang things. I wish they lit up with the scanner. But they do not, so I don't know where they went. Anybody see one? We just shot 6 eggs and I only got 1. Oh well, doesn't matter. There's plenty to go around. And I know that one went this way. There we go. And I think I just saw one over here. No, that's one of the shells. And there's the other one over there. Okay. You're jumping your Mandalay to Manjetti? That sounds like a good place to drive your Mandalay. Okay, guys. How are you feeling about this? I think we've gone and we've gotten the eggs as promised in the thumbnail. I think I've experienced the gameplay, so now I know I haven't missed anything. So I think maybe we grab a couple of more scans and we head out of here. Oh, they also respawn over time. That's good. Why's that one blue? Did they say you can't scan from the same tree anymore? That. And we'll do this one over here. Well, thanks for coming, Good at Game. I'm hoping you're having a good day. Yeah, I'm not saying much because there's not much to say here, so I think we should move on. Yeah, they don't play anymore. They don't pay well anymore. Yeah, there was a community goal where they paid a whole bunch. But I'm just doing that just to get the gameplay loop. We haven't been here in a minute. This is the only planet in the universe that has these plants on it. So, oops. All right, out of here, back to the car. I feel like I'm Dutch and I'm a year late to the tulip rush. Look, guys, I got these rare tulips, and they're like, yeah, everybody that bought those is bankrupt now. What mistake did you make? I'm sorry. We're changing the pickup time. Is that what you're saying? The carrier will be in Yama for the next 14 hours, not the next 12 hours. Okay, that's good to know. All right, let's set a course back to the nearby Exogeny. That's generally where they want us to turn this stuff in. And again, there's no community goal going right now, but I just wanted to get the game loop on the stream, you know? So we'll go and we'll turn it. We'll do the motions of turning it in. Because I'm curious how that worked. Maybe you guys can walk me through that. Who did I turn it into? Where and how?
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1, engage.
I wonder how long the October Consortium has been in this solar system with these plans. not making any discoveries on it. Because the rest of the galaxy found out about it in August of last year, and now entire new gameplay loops are coming out. So I am kind of curious about that. Oh! Well, Curse Original, thank you. My name is Peter. This is the Simstar. The Simstar is the machine. That's like calling Captain Picard Mr. Enterprise. But I do take what you're saying the way it was intended. We are indeed having a good day. I hope your day is good as well. Switching to daytime's been working out pretty good for me. I'm enjoying the vibes, you guys. So thank you for coming along. I'm looping around this stupid place because I'm not paying attention, but that's okay. There was a scientist on the station. Okay. So you're saying it was in the context menu, and it's not in the context menu anymore? That's weird, because they don't normally remove people. They just gray them out. Exogeny Sciences Research and Science Contact. Okay. Captain John Luke Enterprise. I was not a fan of Star Trek Picard, the 3-season show. I think it was really dumb at the end that they called that ship the Enterprise and they didn't name it the Picard. Because they always name shows after ships. So it would have retroactively made the show a little bit better because it would have been named after the ship that we get in the last second of the show. Just saying, make conversation with you guys. They called it the Enterprise, and that was dumb as hell.
Core Dynamics Sierra India Mike. Please
You don't know if they're still there or not. Okay, so where would they be if they were still here? In the context menu, or would they be on the station?
42 is located at 5 o'clock at the front when entering the slot with green lights to your right.
Because we're going on the station anyway, so we can turn in this exobio data.
Landing gear deployed.
Ooh, coming down a little fast in my Cusco. This is why I don't have a real pilot's license. That's sliding across the ground, ripping up the fuselage. It's fine, I say.
Landing successful. Clear to disembark. Welcome to our starport, Commander.
Patrick Stewart once remarked that a little girl came up to him and called him Spaceship Man. And I think that's the best compliment ever. Well, I'm definitely a spaceman. Spaceman Summer, don't forget. Everybody get your Spaceman costumes ready, because it's going to be a Spaceman Summer. It's coming. We only have a couple of weeks left before it starts. System colonization, admin contact, bond contact, mercenary. So was it here? It was here. Okay, so one down would have been the contact. Don't forget to like. Thank you, Nibbler. How are you doing down in the hold, Nibbler?
You'll leave before I do.
That's true. Because I'm thinking I might end just a little bit early. Not yet, not for another hour, but I don't know if I'll go the whole distance today. So they were listed there and they're gone now. Okay. That's a little unusual for FDev. They usually just gray something out when it's not available. I'm selling my my data today.
Incoming message.
And oh, does that help? Hey, the October Consortium is maybe friendly. I knew there was a way to get those guys on our side. I know what we'll do with the rest of our night. In the emails, we have a tip-off of a secret location. We'll fly over to that secret location and do what they say on the tip-off. So those can sometimes be valuable. Would I mind sharing my thoughts on fleet carriers? Is it worth the effort to obtain one? I do not like fleet carriers. I think they break the game just a little bit. Everybody else likes fleet carriers, so don't listen to me. But I don't have one, and I am using one with reservation today. Today happens to be a day I'm using a fleet carrier, but generally I don't.
To share with us? Our scientists are keen for new data.
Oh, here you go. Oh, wow, that's a lot of money. That's a surprising amount of money. That was over $1 million in data.
I will reset my not handed in estimate
Vista
counters.
thanks you for your
Make sure you
contribution.
sell all your sample data here, Commander.
Thank you, Exo Jenny lady. You used to have one but didn't use it enough to sold it? Yeah. The reason I don't like them is that they clutter the interface a little bit too much. For real. They're overused in all of these systems. I wish I had the ability to turn them off. Obviously, I would break that rule because we're using a fleet carrier in the very near future. But that's a one-off thing. That's like a once-a-year thing that we're doing that for. But other people like fleet carriers. They use them all the time. Like when there was that big deliver enough MacGuffin to a single spot, people would go out and they would buy a whole bunch of stuff, fill their fleet carrier, and then move it from the fleet carrier to the final place. So they only went once. Meanwhile, I had to jump 7 jumps both ways to do the same amount of work, and they smoked me on that, and in a good way, not in a I don't like it way. So there are advantages to fleet carriers. It's just not for me. But you know what? There's all kinds of other ships I don't have. I've got my 4 main ships, and that's it.
Landing gear retracted.
Ship restraints withdrawn. Departure authorized.
Yeah, I want to turn them off on the map. I would rather tell them. I would rather tell FDev that I don't want fleet carriers to exist, rather than turning them off. Are they useful for long trips and exploration? Yeah, I think so. I think so, Lucas. People use them that way. Basically, they take their fleet carrier and they go off into the deep black, and then they take their ship, their actual exploring ship, go out in a spiral pattern and explore a bunch of stuff and then return to their own fleet carrier. I prefer to go out into the deep black, do all my exploring, and then come back to a station. The only exceptions to that are the Distant Worlds 3 ships. I consider those canon, if you will. Those ships are... if fleet carriers didn't exist, they would be mega ships. It's strategically put for the Distant Worlds. Those I count, but the rest of them not so much. All right, so let's go up to this tip-off. Greetings, Commander Simstar. I said I wasn't Simstar, but the game thinks I am. One of our associates has intercepted a part of the data packet. We want the rest of it. If you can get there before anyone can secure the data point, maybe you can turn a profit from any information recovered. You will find the site at HIP 12314. These coordinates will get you there. We've taken the liberty of updating the encryption key to your systems. There might be an unpleasant reception waiting for you, so be careful. Remember, someone might already be on their way there, so you could have competition. Make sure you won't have any trouble. This expires on the 27th of April. All right, so we want to go to HIP 123. Where was it? 12314. Okay. HIP 12314. There we go. How far away is that? This is a place we've been to before. Not actually too surprised by that.
Setting course for HIP 12314. We will reach our destination in 18 jumps.
18 jumps? That's not so bad. That gets us back into the bubble. That won't be too far from Yama then. And we'll dock first, and then we'll go check out that planet.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, you can go out with a fleet carrier. You can go out for several weeks and more. That is a true thing.
4, 3,
Jumping to call 359 sector.
They have a module installed for cardiographics, so you can turn them in as you go. That's something I'm also not a fan of. I prefer the risk of taking it back to civilization. Oh yeah, so Gentle Berserker's right. I should mention, since I'm always so negative on fleet carriers, I should mention one of the positives. So Gentle Berserker is parking at my home station of Yama, Acres Hub in the Yama system. He's parking there so that anybody in the chat that wants to join can get on his fleet carrier. And then while I'm away, so from Thursday to next Monday, he's going to fly his fleet carrier over to Colonia. So when I get in the ship, when I start Monday, we're going to be in Colonia. And the reason we're doing that is because there's a ship there that I need to move back to his fleet carrier. So I'll take the Anaconda, I'll put it on his fleet carrier, and then I'm going to leave. He'll take that ship back to Earth whenever he feels like it, and we're going to be heading back the long way. That way I don't have to spend an entire stream getting to Colonia and an entire stream getting back. Instead, we'll start in Colonia, and I won't take the Neutron Highway this time. We'll take a long, meandering route over the next 3 days of exploring. That is definitely an advantage to fleet carrier. In fact, if he wasn't offering to do that, I might have asked someone else in the chat about that exploit that lets them jump across the galaxy, which is basically what the fleet carrier is doing. So it's working out. Oh, you know what? We did all this jumping.
fuel suit disengaged.
Hold on. There we go. We did all this jumping and not enough scanning. There we go. And there.
Frameshift drive charging.
You need to extradite some kittens from the car? Well, thanks for coming. Thanks for testing out the new system. It's working out pretty good. How much does it cost to transfer a ship from Colonia? $500 million. That's correct. I accidentally thought it said $500,000. So I took the Caspian Explorer to Colonia, and then I mailed my Anaconda there because I thought it would be fun to do some combat out there, and then realized that I used up half of my money because I don't like being over $1 billion. I like being just below it. And so I look, and suddenly I only have $300 million. And I really haven't had enough money to mail it back. But that's why we're doing it manually.
Frameshift drive charging.
$15 jumps to go, you guys. Oh, 7 Wernick, thanks again.
4, 3, 2, 1.
The only reason I even need the Anaconda at this point, because I have this Kestrel Mark II that I like better for combat. The only reason I need the Anaconda at all is it's got some pre-engineered stuff that you cannot get anywhere else. I got some containers that have a little bit of extra room in them that you can only get from community goals. And it would have come in really handy earlier this week when we were using the Panther Clipper. We were short by 1 storage container. So if I had had the 32 unit storage container that was actually more like 40, we would have been able to do it a lot easier. So I was like, you know what? I need that freaking Anaconda back. And that's when we started cooking up this plan.
Fuel suit disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Colonia starter kit, 35 tons of cargo space for 25 escape pods, 10 osmium, 10 cocktail recipes. You can get the progenitor cells of Colonia as a whole. Yeah, that sounds pretty good. If that's what you got, I think you're ready for the trip.
FQHB 25-0. This star we are jumping to is...
Yeah, if you have the Caspian Explorer, you can get out there in an hour now. But I'm honestly tired of using the Neutron Highway. We've engaged the Neutron Highway, at least 6 times since we started since we started doing it on the stream. And I'm a little tired of it. I want to go and do regular stars for a while. I'm in the mood, so that's what we're going to do next week. It's going to be all about exploring 3 days of deep space. It's going to cost him nearly 250 million in trillium to get his new carrier out there. He wouldn't be taking it at all, except he wants to get his soldiers out into Colonia so he can try the different ships and the different gameplays. Is the SRV better to control on keyboard and mouse or sticks? That's a good question. I don't play this game at all without keyboard and mouse. I might play it without the fancy chair.
Now 12 jumps from hip 123.
But I'm not going to play it with next star scootable. Yeah, next star scootable. But I'm not going to play it without a joystick. However, I know that some of the best racers from the buckyballers, when they're doing space, some of the best racers get it done with a keyboard and mouse. So if you want precision, keyboard and mouse might be the right answer. But I don't know 100% because I'm never going to do it. I don't want precision. I want realism. So you're asking the wrong guy on that one.
4, 3, 2.
Seriously, my Tumblr, Project Simstar.fourthwall.com. My Tumblr works too damn well. It doesn't melt the ice and it keeps things too hot. So I'm out of drink again because it didn't melt anything.
There is a potential for core dynamic composites or proprietary composites.
Fuel sinking.
Commander.
Oh, you're asking a really good question, Jacob. You're thinking of setting up the race wheel for SRV missions. Will that work? Somebody else... Oops, I forgot. I got a scoop here. Turn around. Somebody else in the chat right now just tried that. It worked on... it worked for the pedals. So gas and brake worked fine for the pedals. But the steering wheel just didn't work. It's really meant for a joystick. So you're better off with the joystick, but also having the pedals. And you can use your pedals if you have racing stuff. You can use your pedals for yaw. So you can double support it. But I don't think you're going to enjoy steering wheel if you try it. All right, we're here for a second, guys. I'm sure somebody's clicked like. So let's feed Ropet. All right, who wants to take this cow home? Because he's coming to you. Yeah, John has his tumbler. He likes it as well. It works better than my old tumbler, so I have to make kind of a new workflow. In fact, we're refueling. So let me hit the this. Be right back. Nah, it's in the wrong spot. I'll turn it off. Let me just step away real quick while this is refueling, so I can refuel myself. I'll only be a moment. Maybe two. Maybe I'll hit the bathroom. Pedals for acceleration is great. Too much with the thrusters, pitch, roll mechanics, though. Yeah. I actually use my yaw controls. I have left and right on the joystick and left and right on the yaw. That's how I steer. I use both hands. Hold on 1 second, guys.
complete.
I'm back. Did I die? Okay, guys. We've got 11 more jumps to go to this mystery thing. Let's turn the haptics back on first. If I start moving around without having the haptics engaged, it kind of skips a gear and it slams into position. It's no fun at all.
Frameshift drive charging.
I forgot to switch to the Project Sim Poop stream. No, man, that's on OnlyFans. You got to go over there for that.
4, 3.
I'm back to more, it's still Red Bull flavored water.
1-0.
That stuff is
This star and
potent.
the subsequent 3 stars are all scoopable.
Oh, you know something I might do
Fuel scooping.
real quick? Because I do need some footage for the animated thumbnails next week, since we'll be doing a lot of jumping around. I think I will switch over to game only. Okay, so you guys still hear me, but you don't see me, right? Let me do a couple of jumps this way so that I have some clean footage I can use next week. Well, I guess there's no reason not to talk, because I can always, I'm not using sound effects for this anyway. There is a stream that we're going to be doing in the near future where I go and I capture a bunch of footage I need. So this display, what you're seeing right now, is the cameraman version, so we have footage like this.
We have 9 jumps left to go.
Fuel scooping.
The idea is I'll take all of these and I'll put them up at like 10 times speed and get a looping animation for just long distance travel. I think it'll look pretty good in the background.
Frameshift drive charging.
Another advantage of fleet carriers is that they're good at reaching distant systems that aren't in range of neutron stars. That's true. You could do some injection, but yeah, you're never going to get the kind of range you can get off of
Now jumping to Wall 2. The star coming up is scoopable, as is the subsequent star in our route.
One more, and then I'll turn the camera back on.
Fuel scooping. Frameshift drive charging.
This next one is the same kind of star. Oh, you know what? 2 more. because the next two will be neutron jumps, which will be useful for me as well. So we'll do the next two jumps like this as well. So bear with me, guys.
2, 1. Don't finish.
Heading to hit 103502. The next 2 stars after this are not scoopable.
Yeah, there's this one, and then the next 2 are neutron stars. Or at least they're class Y stars,
Fuel scooping.
which is useful for me to have for the jump.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
I don't know why I'm being quiet. I keep telling myself I'm not going to use this audio, and then I don't say anything.
To which space?
Okay, this is a red star, so the next 2 are red stars.
JA10-4. This star and the next in our route aren't scoopable. We have 6 jumps left to go.
Alright, that's enough of that.
There are 3 bodies in this system which have biological signals whose type has not been confirmed, Commander.
Frameshift drive charging.
But yeah, we're gonna go film some different kinds of stations, different ships, different loading screens and stuff. We're gonna make a whole stream out of grabbing footage so that I can use in those animated films.
3, 2,
I plan to make a database of different things that are completely comped out in green screen, so that I can share it with other content creators.
The star
Oh, I'm almost out of gas.
is not scoopable, but the subsequent 5 jumps in our route all have scoopable stars.
I needed to stop and scoop, and I didn't. Can I
There
even
are
make
3
the jump?
bodies in this system which have biological signals whose type has not been confirmed, Skipper.
I don't think I can make this jump. Yeah, insufficient fuel. Okay. Let's take a look and see if there's a gas station here in the system. There sometimes are. No. There is a station here if we need it. We can refuel there. But let's see if we can't just jump one over. I think we can. See if we can go here. This is a scoopable star. Can I make it?
Setting course for Harai Bora.
Okay.
System is just 1 jump away.
You happy I got a new mic? Recommend a new camera for the wide cam and brighter lighting, the subject, to make your keying cleaner with less artifacts. Yeah, I know about corridor key. I can't use corridor key live though. Corridor key won't work on a live stream. No, I'm not recording a different voice track. What I get is what I get, and I just make use of it. It's a lot less of a hassle to just take garbage and make it a treasure. This camera I'm still having trouble with. I just replaced these lights actually. These are brand new lights that are running at 500K, and yeah, I'm coming in a little gray still. I'm not going to mess with it right now, but this is a face cam from Elgato, and this is a Wave 3 from Elgato, and this is a prompter that it's going through. This is an old school Connect, which I do need to replace, but I ain't got new camera money, man. So it'll have to wait. You got 0% fuel last night? Oh no! Did you have to call the fuel rats? But yeah, I know I could record different audios. I could even record with the green screen off. So I could... Oh, hold on. It's... this button. This button. This button. I could record with the green screen off, right? And then I could go in and I could comp it cleaner later. But that's extra effort, and I'm doing daily freaking shorts, guys. So what I decided to do was record it in the proper format for shorts, and record it landscape. So this gets recorded, and a different thing that you see on the shorts gets recorded, and I just edit it, add effects to it, and deal with any of the ugly. People are already modifying corridor key for live use. Oh, there's no way I can run that, dude. This is a This is an MSI VR1 with 16 gigs of RAM and a 1080 in it. There ain't no way, man. You made it to the station with 0. I've done that once. Dropped down with actual 0%. See, a mod would have disabled your FSD there to stop you from running out of fuel. No, you wouldn't have. No, you wouldn't have. Because you guys always say this shit after it's too late to do something about it. Wernick would be the only one with that power right now anyway. And he does that to the point, I think he does it on purpose. Where he's like, hey, you should have jumped back. You should have scooped back there, buddy. Thanks for telling me after. I mean, you could have just piped in, you're almost out of fuel, and you didn't. It would be interesting if I could tell ED Copilot to actually stop my FSD. That's a possibility. I might be able to do that. But we're just going to go to the Palmer Observatory. No biggie. We're almost there already, and then we'll make new friends here. So it's not a problem. What I actually need to do is not replace my cameras. I need to, once again, adjust my chroma key. Because I was getting a clean pull off of this, and now I'm not. So I need to adjust my chroma keys. I would do that live on the camera, but I am not in the mood.
Displaying station fact.
Oh, the Palmer has a stationary fact. Let's actually take a look at it. Don't know how. Stop.
Docking request granted.
Warning, very low fuel reserves. Now at 5%.
It would also be interesting if I could set up a light, like a red light that turns on when I'm at low fuel. Because the regular warnings clearly aren't doing it for me. I usually get a feel for it with the Caspian, but not with the Kestrel. That would be interesting to have that.
Landing gear deployed.
Look how all over the place this is with the thrusters.
Docking
This is our
successful.
first
go.
visit to this station.
Engines disengaged.
Yeah, you're currently listening, not running. See, you notice everybody that they said, hey, you know, a mod could have helped you with that, and then I was like, well, you could have just said something, and suddenly it's like, oh, I've got better things to do. But we'll go to this mission board. We'll give them some money if they'll accept it. Station effects. Yeah, there we go. Let's take a look at the station effect real quick. Palmer Observatory, named after David R. Palmer. David L. Palmer, born 1941 in Chicago, Highland Park High School, class of 1959, is a science fiction author who has been nominated 3 times for Hugo Awards. He is married and lives in Florida, where he works as a court reporter. Okay, let's name a system after that guy then, I guess. All right, support. Back. Go.
Incoming message.
Now you're just listening to the stream on your mobile. Yeah, that's the way I do it often too. You saw some guys enclose a rig that he put red flashing warning lights to go off when in danger, status and smoke machines. Yeah, I've seen that too. Those guys are really cool. I do have a smoke machine, and I just haven't gotten back to getting it online. I have not turned off EDCP fuel warnings. We just didn't hear it. She warned me at 5%, and she would have warned me at 15% as well, but we weren't listening is the problem. All right, so we are once again headed back we lost our signal, so we gotta type it in again. It was hip. Anybody remember? Hip 12314. I think that's right. Were we that close? Oh, 5 jumps away. Okay.
Setting course for HIP 12314. We will reach our destination in 5 jumps.
12314.
Commander,
That's the one.
if you reopen the commodities list at our current station, I will access its commodity prices and check for the best available commodities.
You're your own smoke machine? I do have a smoke machine, and it does respond to things that happen on the Simstar. I just kind of broke it. I melted it a little bit. I can fix it. I just haven't. Mainly because if I do blow fog, it'll just be in here all the time. I don't have a good ventilation solution yet.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. That wasn't that bad of a detour. That's not too bad.
Jumping to the Gaza sector, 1-6. This star we are heading to is scoopable, as are the subsequent 4 stars in our
Is that
route.
better or worse? Why am I gray? I know I said I wasn't going to fiddle with this on the stream, but I'm going to fiddle with this on the stream.
Fuel scooping. System scan complete.
Okay, I'm gray no matter what. So that color problem is coming in from the Elgato camera system. So let's go look at that for just a quick second. I know I should be fuel scooping while I'm doing this, but screw it. All right, if we turn this on. Oh yeah, that's way oranger. Do I have a? There we go. Perfect. Reset that. No. Maybe. Looks okay. It's an average. What about saturation? That turns me orange again. And did I not just reset that? There we go. Contrast is all the way up, so that's not the problem. I don't know, guys. I'm not much of a color person, so I don't know what the freak the deal is. Why I'm so either orange or gray. Let's turn the vibracity up. Nope, that turns me orange again. All right, that's not working. Let's go to filters, color correction, and what about this contrast? No, that doesn't do it. What about this saturation? Nope, not happy with that either. All right, we'll try it another day. Onward!
Frameshift drive charging.
I'm wearing yellow glasses, and I'm looking at it at an angle too. So that doesn't.
This next star is scoopable, as are the subsequent 3 stars in our route.
And we got 4 jumps total.
We are now 3 jumps from HIP 12314.
Frameshift drive charging.
We're here from an anonymous tip-off today. We're going to land in our SRV. We're going to scan some comm nodes and see if it gives us an extra reward. These email rewards don't really work as well as I would
We're
like.
jumping to balance.
You quit smoking about 6 weeks ago. The store you
There
used
are
to buy
two
smokes
bodies in this
from
system which have biological
through
signals.
your
Confirmed.
version of
Confirmed.
DoorDash
Commander.
stopped selling tobacco. Being homebound, you just quit. Excellent. That's good news. I've bought tobacco for people while I do gig apps. It's a lot more controlled than the alcohol is. So I'm not surprised that they stopped doing it. It's kind of a hassle.
Fuel scoop disengaged. Frameshift drive charging.
Alcohol deliveries are the best, unfortunately, because it's not good. It's not good to get alcohol directly to your door, but they're the most hassle-free, because every time I go in to pick up the alcohol order, it's ready. If I go into any other restaurant, it may not be there at all, and I've wasted time and money going in to look for it. But alcohol is always ready, and the person's always ready to receive it. They never not there, typed in the wrong address, nothing
We're
like
now
that.
one
They're
jump
always ready.
from HIP 12314.
12314.
Fuel scooping. Fuel scoop
Uh-oh, something just
disengaged.
disconnected. Am I still on the air?
Frameshift drive charging.
Let's see here. That's still working. That's still working. Seems like we're good. You shouldn't smoke anyway, Gentle Berserker. It's not good for you. Surgeon General warns that it's hazardous to your health.
4, 3, 2.
We're jumping to HIP 12314. This star we are jumping to
Okay.
is scoopable.
Now, in the email, they say A1. That's the planet that we're
We have
looking
reached
for.
our
So we'll
target
go and get ourselves a little bit more fuel.
Fuel scooping.
And we'll look up A1. You do miss having stouts and dark ale, but being in peak health is more preferable, yeah. I do like a good soda pop as well. Oh, right, we were going to head directly to the station. Ah, screw it. We'll go to the planet. Chances that we'll die are light, because even if they kill our SRV, we'll respawn in the ship.
Fuel scoop disengaged.
Who said anything about smoking cigarettes? Your smoke machine is the ganja. I don't do any of that. I feel pretty loosey-goosey as I am, really. I find that to be a fortunate trait of my weird brain. I think if I did like marijuana, I would like
3
brownies.
geological
I
signals
think that'd
and
be
8
the
human
best way to do
signals
it.
detected on body A1.
Okay, now this is a place we've been to before. It's a place we've scanned before. So the facility will be a place that we've been to before as well. Because I don't think it's a spawned instance. What does the email say? -5 and -33. Okay. Hack sites. Stress beacon. Probably this Kenout base. But we'll type it in using ED Copilot to get where we're trying to get to. So we want to go to places, guidance computer, and then yeah, type in the coordinates. Okay, so it is. I'm terrible at these coordinates on a galactic scale. Finding them on a planet can be a real difficult job for me, but we'll make do. 33.64. Set.
Target coordinates entered.
There we go.
Commander.
So now we just need to enter the atmosphere to get our bearings on which pole -5 is. Devil's lettuce never worked on you, yeah. Alcohol doesn't really work on me either. It just makes me sleepy. Yeah, I like carbonating juice with the oh, what is it called? The soda jerk machine. I don't have one right now, but I had one, and we would carbonate orange juice and stuff like that. So head 250 for 9,000 kilometers. That seems like a lot. Keep heading this direction until it's until that number comes down to a reasonable amount. You like making ganja Rice Krispies, making hash butter, double boiler pressure cooker. That's cool. Yeah, SodaStream. That's what it's called. Quit drinking alcohol 4.5 years ago. Best decision you ever made. That's good. Yeah, you shouldn't drink. A lot of times, a lot of your problems are the alcohol. I've just known a lot of people where that's just plain true. Lost a lot of friends to it as well. That's just true too. I remember, distinctly remember talking to friends that were very into alcohol and explaining to them that drinking responsibly means that you stop drinking before you pass out. Because they always thought drinking responsibly meant not really drinking. And I was like, no, drinking responsibly means you don't drink so much that you regret it. And they're like, oh. And I was like, good Lord, guys, come on. So sometimes those war on drug PSAs worked. Sometimes they did not. Guess which side they were on. Okay, so here we are at says we should turn around now. This is why I'm so bad at this. It flips around because we're still 1,000 kilometers away. So what the hell is it talking about? 3:45. There we go. It probably cannot face. No, 306 kilometers away. That's 1,000,000 miles away. Not it. But we're headed in the right direction.
Orbital entry procedures for body A1.
For 500 kilometers, that's not
Planet
actually
is of type
bad.
high metal
So.
content world. Surface temperature is 422.3 degrees Fahrenheit. Gravity at the surface
It's under
is
the Places tab
1.04 G.
on the desktop version. What is under the
Gravity
Places tab?
warning.
Oh, you must be really behind at this point if you're asking about where that is. Yeah, drinking because you were depressed and depressed from the drinking. It's a vicious cycle. I agree. Thank you, Nibbler. Don't forget to click like. Nibbler, what do you think about alcohol consumption?
You'll never catch me out of uniform.
Okay, that's a reasonable answer to that question. And here, gentle berserker, have a rope head for stopping drinking. Oh wait, no, sorry, Gran Turismo. Here, have another slugite. Oh, I wasn't paying attention, and now we've gone too far. This time, we've gone too far. There's something else here, I'm pretty sure. Straight down? It should be here by now. So I'm not entirely sure where it wants us to go. But we'll come straight down. We'll come straight down and then we'll figure it out. Because it's only 46 kilometers. We can make that trip.
Station fact is available.
Wow, look at these mountains. It should be somewhere straight ahead, 65 kilometers. So we are definitely not seeing it on the regular map right now. Okay. Oh, yeah, I did know about the guidance computer, yeah. The only reason we're doing this at all is because of the guidance computer. I'm just not very good at it. Even with the guidance computer. As you can see, I just kept doing circles. Yeah, this is very interesting terrain. What the hell? Let's not slam into it. Pabst Blue Ribbon is good. I don't like the taste of alcohol, but I'm sure it's good. Let's go above these mountains a little bit. Heading 300 for 42 kilometers. That's not bad. Oh, I think I see it. Right there at 12 o'clock. Do you guys see it? But you know, I can't talk about being completely clean. I do love myself a good soda, man. Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper's better than water. It's good shit. Speaking of water, that's what I'm drinking right now. Okay, good, guys. We've got it locked in. SRV Servo has a guidance computer. You like it better than the DCP? Well, it's coming in clean now. We're only 16 kilometers away. Another interesting thing that does happen with alcohol is that if the seller of the alcohol doesn't have exactly what the person needs, they act like it's a big deal. They're like, you got to call the customer, you got to clarify this. And I'm like, guy, they ordered delivery beer at noon. They are not that concerned. Like, if we get something close enough, they're going to be fine with it. I'm not even making fun of the customer. I'm just saying that the guy that sells the alcohol must deal with a lot of surly people and thinks that the people that order on the phone are like that. They're just not. Guys that order alcohol during the day are fine with a little bit of compromise.
We have touched down, Commander. Our second landing.
You know you're getting old because Coca-Cola tastes way too good these days? Yeah. That's a thing, man. My in-laws really love sweet stuff. You want to visit Iceland just for their water? Just about everything is better than American water? I don't know. My water's pretty good. My water here in Georgia is pretty good. My municipality makes good stuff. In fact, I'm drinking it right now. Gotta get my bearings. Where is this place? Vermont Beacon. I had it right from space. I could have headed directly to this. I have to remember that next time. I want to visit Iceland just because it seems like a cool place. I want to go all over the world. Every place I've ever heard of sounds cool. I had somebody come on and invite me to come stay with them to go to New Delhi one time. I was like, I'm going to New Delhi. go to Africa. I want to go to China, and Iceland, Poland. All those places sound rad. Oh man, yeah. So talking about bad American water, he says that he has well water. In Florida, that's common, or at least it was when I lived there. And that well water was terrible. Try to email some water. That might take a minute. I wonder who they're shooting at right now. There's nothing to do with me. So we've come all the way out here for the dumbest reason. Somebody sent us an email and said that, hey, we should come hack this. Trust me, bro. If you hack this this thing, you'll be rewarded. So I'm going on the worst mission for the worst reasons. Social credit score just went up because we want water. What we need is on the context list. Defense turrets. That's a lot of defense turrets. Okay. We need a comms beacon, and I'm going to assume our comms beacon is up here. Oh yeah, let's turn off the mini map. We don't need that anymore. I think I was here once before. This is looking a little bit familiar, where I never did find out what it is they wanted me to do here. But there's got to be a comms beacon. Probably up this ramp. Oh, my credit score went up because I said China would be cool to visit. As I tell many of my girlfriends, saying that you're going to drink it and having it nearby is not drinking it. You actually have to put the water in your body to count as drinking it. And they always get annoyed, but I'm always right and they have to drink it.
Security systems deployed.
There. Now, I'm sure you will drink it. I'm just saying that having it nearby is not drinking it. Okay, so we're past the shields now. What we need has to be here, right? Fuel depot power core.
You are in breach of protocol. Security response authorized.
What did the email say we needed to do? Can you get there before anyone else? Secure the data port. Okay, so we're looking for a data port for sure. That kind of looks like one. Is that a data port? Right there? Security access. Okay.
Open fire now.
Bounty incurred of 1,000.
Well, we got a bounty for it, and everybody's mad at us now.
Data link.
Okay, will that tell us now what we're looking for? No. Okay. That turned off the shields now. Okay. That looks like a data port. There we go. There we go. There's a data port. We're just gonna take our licks for a second. I think I can survive this.
Network security protocol activated.
Did that give us anything? There's another one of those ports. We'll scan it. Operations terminal. Yeah, these guys are angry for sure. I just don't know what it is we're supposed to be doing here. I gotta look this one up, man. I gotta figure this out. Because this isn't the first time we've come to one of these goofy places where everybody's super mad at us. That didn't work. Well, whatever this place wants, let's look again. Hub access terminal. Okay, that looks pretty good. That looks promising. Let's go look at a hub access terminal. Doesn't say it's scanned yet. Oh, it's right there. Okay. There we go. All right, did that do anything? There's a generator. It doesn't say we should, like, destroy the generator or anything. Did we scan that one up there? You guys see that one? That looks pretty promising. Have we scanned it? Oh, good. Our shields are regen. That looks steep, but I think I can make that.
Under attack.
There we go. Oh, there's a data port at least. Okay.
Hostile threat identified. Commencing elimination protocol.
Timers in this game make you nervous for no reason. Yeah, I get you. I feel you. We're doing a Dukes of Hazzard. Come on, Kit. Let's turbo boost. Oh my goodness, what does this game want from me? All right, what about this one?
Under attack.
Okay, we've already scanned that one. That's security access. We've already scanned that data.
Target acquired.
Okay. Something directly in front of us is called Fermat Beacon. Is that the name of this entire facility?
Under attack.
I'll have it over here. Okay, there's this thing. All right, what if we...
Intruder identified. Elimination authorized.
I could probably destroy it, but I don't want to. Don't knock until you tried it. Well, you did try it, and this sucks. Well, guys, I don't know what it wants from me. So I'm about ready to say that's enough. We've scanned the data points.
Security systems deployed.
Under attack.
I'm visually scanning for beacons. We've scanned 2 data beacons so far. 17 seconds left. Anything up here?
You are in breach of protocol. Security response.
Nope, I don't see nothing.
Under attack.
Away we go. Oof. I remember doing one of these now, where we shot all the turrets, and it didn't do nothing. Maybe we're supposed to destroy these generators, but I don't think so. So we're out of here, guys. Scan what there appears to be scanned. Oh, I'm moving too much to read the dang chat. I'm just gonna fly 3,000 clicks away, and then call the ship back. And then we'll head to Yama and dock with Gentle Berserkers. We can begin our trip to Colonia for next week. Time for lunch too. Man, I've got to remember to look this one up. I don't understand what it is that this wants from us. But luckily I've got it all on stream, so when I get to editing this one I can look it up. Maybe it just expired. It said you gotta get there before someone else gets there. Maybe even though it said it was good till the 29th, maybe it expired. Cannot recall ship, leave zone. We gotta go another 500 meters. Even though they haven't announced me as a guest yet, guys, I have bought my plane ticket, so I'm headed there. And boy, that hotel! I haven't been in a hotel in a while, and it's gotten expensive. If it wasn't for a firm, I'd be priced out of going.
Ship recalled.
Right, so we're waiting for our ship to come back. Okay, everything's looking good here and here and here. So thank you for having a good stream with me, guys. Good night, Callie. You're not leaving too early. We're going to be done pretty soon ourselves. Good luck getting those cocktail recipes. We've discovered a new recipe. I only had to kill 100 people to get it. I had somebody do the classic joke in the comments. I thought this one was funny. They said, "Sir, this is a Wendy's on one of my shorts," and I'm like, "Bro shows up to my motion simulator and starts asking for chicken Wendy's," because I think that one's kind of reversed. I think it was more like, "Sir, this is not a drive-through. It's a motion simulating live stream show." All right, we are back on the ship. And we are headed back home, so we have that already. So the Acres Hub.
Setting course for Yama. We will
10
reach
jumps
our
away. That's not too
destination in
bad.
10 jumps.
So we will jump to Acres Hub. Then we will get on to his fleet carrier with our correct ship. So we do have to go to Acres first.
Under attack. Landing gear retracted.
Yeah, we gotta get out of here. Those guys are shooting at us.
Frameshift drive charging. 4, 3, 2, 1. Engage.
Out of here.
Frameshift drive charging.
We only committed a little bit of crime. That's what the big deal is. I should put the Simstar on the back of a trailer and then ride it through a drive-through of a Wendy's. Like I'm Tucker Gott in a parasailer.
This star we are heading to is scoopable, as are the subsequent 2 stars in our route.
I'm one of those weird guys that really likes the McRib. At one time, I was able to save all the parts individually
We have 9
and freeze
jumps
them,
left to go.
and we used the sous vide machine to bring it back to life. So I ended up having a McRib 6 months out of season. It was pretty good. It's the next star scoopable. Yes, so we'll go
Frameshift
scoop the
drive
next one.
charging.
We do have some neutron stars coming up. We have 3 in a row, so I'll probably grab that same footage there as well.
4, 3, 2, 1.
Transitioned to which space? Heading to Maripokas. Warning, fuel levels now at 14.4%.
Well, welcome, Danny Powerbug. He says, 07, nice setup. We wish he had it. I am a fan of the Simstar as well, so I'm glad that you think it's cool.
Fuel scooping.
We're just about to wrap up our stream. We got about half an hour left. We're flying back to my home base so that we can team up with a fleet carrier and go to Colonia next week. Wow, look at that. I was almost completely out of gas. Why didn't you guys warn me I was almost out of gas? Jumps to go. 2 more regular stars and then 3 neutron stars in a row. So we're going to switch over to this game only screen here, and we're going to grab that footage so I have it for later. That time is not this time. Now is the time on Sprockets where we refuel. As an Imperial, it's not your job. It totally is. If you were an Imperial fuel guy, besides, you're a member of the crew. Yeah, you're a member of the crew, man. It's totally your job. It's your responsibility. You guys are trying to get my goat again.
Goat napped. Me? Do you really think we would let that happen?
And you ain't gonna get my goat. Nibbler's here to stay. Job is to find me cargo. Okay. Can't find cargo if we don't have gas. I was watching an interesting video on that. I know I've been bringing up Trump a lot lately, but he tore down the East Wing, right? And he actually told a judge, "Nah, not going to do that. Not going to tear down the East Wing. It'll get close to it, but it won't actually touch it. Therefore, we don't need a congressional approval." Then he tore it down. And then people sued him and they said, "Hey, man, you can't do that." And more than the "you can't do that," they were like, "No, we are suing you to stop you." And then his guys came in and they said, No, we have to fill that hole because it's now a national security issue. A national security issue that the East Wing is gone? No, man, come on. So he's currently barred. He actually cannot continue to build his ugly ass ballroom, which would be a complete security risk. So I just thought it was interesting that the thing said, okay, you've dug a hole in the East Wing, and you are not allowed to make any changes at all, except for making sure it stays safe. So if there's broken glass, you can sweep up the broken glass. And they said, "Hey man, it's dangerous to have a hole there. We're going to build a ballroom because you said we could do anything to keep it safe." And the judge is like, "Oh my God, dude, come on." I don't know. I just think it's kind of interesting that that these shenanigans these guys are trying to pull and getting away with for the most part.
Fuel scooping complete.
You brought a jerry can, it's fine.
Frameshift drive.
I don't know, man. I think you'd probably need a pretty big jerry can to jump through intergalactic space. Yeah, my question is, why does the White House need a ballroom? Now, I will defend him on that matter. He is tacky and likes tacky things. So to his mind, he's saying, why hasn't there always been a ballroom there? And I'm like, you're wrong, buddy, but yeah, I feel you.
The star we are approaching is scoopable, but the subsequent 3 stars in our route are not.
Fuel scooping.
Okay, so the next 3 are not. Is that what they're saying? Yes. Okay, so we're going to switch over to a game-only cam, and I'm going to grab some neutron footage real quick.
Charging.
What does the president need with a ballroom? Yeah, Lynn, you can't ask the president why. Then he starts shooting lasers at his eyes.
4, 3.
We're jumping to LP-196. This star and the next 2 stars are not scoopable.
Bear with me, new viewers. I'm just grabbing some footage real quick.
We have 6 jumps left to go.
System scan complete.
You will have to supercharge here, or use FSD injection, to make the next jump of 48.85 light years.
This is one of the wider ones, which actually makes it
drive
easier.
operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
And 3.
Frameshift drive charging.
All right, one more, and then I'll bring the camera back.
We're jumping to LP-470.
Yeah, having his president is the
star we
national
are
security
approaching is a
crisis.
white
You're right
dwarf.
about that.
We can supercharge our...
I don't know. I guess I was just bringing it up because I thought it was kind of funny.
It is not
They
scoopable.
created the problem and
The
then
subsequent star.
insisted that was also the solution. You don't own the courts that much, buddy.
You will have to supercharge here, or use FSD injection, to make the
Frameshift
next jump.
drive
Shit.
operating beyond safety limits. System scan complete. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Woo! Almost hit the gravity well there. That was a close one. Dang. Lord 26. I guess I'm trying to say it's very man in a hawk duck suit. We're all trying to find out who did this.
3.
Now jumping to Lord 26.
Trying to tell a judge, I'm trying to picture myself in front of a judge going, yeah, I drove my car
This star
through his
isn't
house.
scoopable, but the next 4 stars in our route are all scoopable.
I drove my car through his house, but that wouldn't have happened had his house not been there or something. You get what I'm saying? Like they go, wait, you're saying you're not guilty of driving the car through the house
Supercharge here,
because
or
your
use
car
FSD
needed to
injection
go through a
to make the
house?
next jump of 49.49 light years.
Oh, this is not scoopable. I could have sworn it said it
We
was.
have 2 places of interest entries for this system, filed under Exploration and Special Star Systems.
Yeah, that one was spicy, man. A little overdrive. Let's get to the next star. There we go. To Benton. With 4 jumps to go, so we do have to scoop a little bit. What? Hold on, I'm confused now. Is there a neutron star here? I've never had it tell me I had to go to the second star in a system before, but I think that's what it's telling me to do. Huh. Okay, that's this one. And gotta head towards Lawa 2. am headed towards Lot 2. It's Lot 26, but Lot 2 is the second star. You've had that happen to you a lot? Oh, no, I don't think I've ever had this happen before. Where it said I had to go to the second star in the system. That's new to me. Is it even a neutron star? I don't know how to tell. I don't even see it out here. I see it on the map, but I don't see it. People ask if there are advanced aliens. How do they crash on Earth? No, it's a neutron star. It's right there. I see it now. And we're flying right past it. Now this is something that the game did, which also surprises me. It calculated that I needed to go to this neutron star. Now I see the cones. I've mentioned it before, but I think it would be neat if aliens did crash on our planet. From their point of view, they'd be going, whoops.
Warning.
From our point of view.
Drive operating beyond safety limits. Frameshift drive supercharged.
Damn it, Glor Black, you've taught the humans how to use hyperdrive. Ah, my apologies.
Frameshift drive charging.
Now we're going to have humans everywhere. All right, 3 jumps left, and they're all scoopable, so.
4, 3.
Warning, fuel levels now 8.9.
There's that warning and why we didn't hear it. It's
Successfully
happening while we were
transitioned to
jumping
rich
away.
space. Heading to Bentin. This
Ben
star
10?
and the next 3 stars in our route are all scoopable. We're now
Yeah, there's some
3 jumps
scoopable
from
stars
Luna.
here, yo.
Fuel scooping.
Boy, these like 28 jumps we did today were pretty pointless. I went out there to that weird place and I didn't even get what I was supposed to get, I don't think. And we have to sit here and scoop again. I took the wrong ship for this job. Given enough time, our global radio signals will reach the system next to us as well. It does feel like FDev has been trying to optimize the GAL map routing. It may very well be just in my head, but no, they've definitely changed it. It didn't used to account for neutron stars as well as it does now. I mean, it's probably because Spanch does such a good job. They're like, we have to at least calculate that neutron stars are on the route. They're all scoopable, so I'm going to move on. I picture that sometimes what it would be like if an alien race started picking up our TV signals and what a huge influence we would have on them.
Frameshift drive
Hi, Gabby.
charging.
I do want a french fry. Hot fry. Cool. What do we want to do for lunch? Oh, just french fries?
3.
We're jumping to mandatory.
Ooh, spaghetti. Spaghetti and french fries? Maybe we can make a sandwich. No, I'm good. I'm almost done. I'll be out in here. I'm about 10 minutes or so.
There is a potential for core dynamic composites or proprietary composites.
Yeah,
in this
some of the changes they've made have been pretty good.
Fuel scooping.
Body Nandity A1 in this system has remaining biological.
John
standards.
says hi, Gabby.
Commander. We can make around 20.01 million credits scanning 2 of 2 species there.
And I can make this jump.
Frameshift drive charging.
And to Nantini. And then probably have to scoop a little bit. But then the next Yama jump will be nothing. That's usually how that goes.
4, 3, 2.
Jump initiated. QI-RB4-7.
Everybody always wants to offer me a credit card, and I love the way that
Warning,
PayPal words it.
fuel levels now.
PayPal says,
0.9.
hey, you've been selected for a chance to be
This one's
selected.
scoopable, as is the
That's really how they
substance
word it.
stuff. So only scoop here if you feel
I'm like,
free.
oh, you're filling me with confidence there, PayPal.
We're now 1 jump from
Ah, there's Yama. Okay, and Yama's just a fraction, so we got it.
Fuel scooping.
We're actually going to jump before we're even out of the Corolla. Let's go.
Frameshift drive charging.
Okay. So we have to dock. We have to switch ships
jump initiated.
to our long-range travel machine. Oh, wait. No, we were going to try out the Mandalay later.
This star we are jumping to is scoopable.
No. No, I'm gonna stick with the Caspian Explorer because it's been
We have
going so
arrived
good
at our
for
target
us.
destination.
So we can get a couple of extra light years out of the Mandalay. I don't want to mess around with it. We'll take the Caspian since it's already outfitted, and then if we decide that we need to get back, which we might. I mean, they might launch operations tomorrow, right? And we need to get back in a hurry. We can jump on the highway, so we'll take the Caspian, which again is already outfitted. So. There. The Mandalay just does not do enough for you, aside from being small. Well, I'm understanding that it doesn't do enough for you. I'm understanding that it does have a wider jump range when it's not in Super Cruise. Now that doesn't make any sense. When it's not in the Neutron Highway, it gets a larger jump. But I don't have it outfitted, and it's time to wrap up the show. So we'll take what we got. We'll take what we know works well. Which is not me. I can't believe I did the leap of shame just now. I waited to the worst possible second to take my eyes off the screen. There. You're never the type to do 90 light year jumps for speed. Oh yeah, so we were talking about alien radio signals. Like, let's assume that what we do is what they do. So they make just alien TV, right? Imagine what it would be like to suddenly start getting alien I Love Lucy. You know, whatever they call it. If it's sensible or not, if it makes sense or not, absolutely everybody would be riveted to this commercial. And it would be especially funny if it was something dumb. Like the only signal we got was a commercial for the Toyota-thon, right? And then they had to extrapolate our entire culture based on a commercial for the Toyota-thon. Or the annoying orange. Those Quiznos commercials with the annoying orange. Oh my God. And then they had to be like, okay, we've studied every frame of this ad, and we're sure that these are not what they look like. They don't look like oranges. They are doing a joke. We're sure of it now. But it would be too late. Every movie would feature a freaking talking orange. It would capture our imagination to the exclusion of everything else for generations. That's all I'm saying. It would just be fun to exchange data that way.
There is a manufactured materials trader here.
Another one is the
Ship is on the deck. Clear to offload.
interdimensional TV. What if we could get a copy of The Matrix that had Will Smith instead of Keanu Reeves? I'd watch the hell out of that. That'd be cool. Okay, we are repairing, putting our Kestrel back clean, dry, and serviceable. Any plans on a methane simulator that blows out fart gas as you pass a gas planet? Yes, there is, actually. One of these days we'll do a long haul with bio waste, and I'll take the kitty litter and I'll put it in front of a fan, and I'll activate the fan when the bio waste is on the ship, and then we'll fly somewhere and then be relieved when we can finally turn the fan off because we've dropped off the bio waste. That is the thing I'm actually going to do at some point. I don't know when. I don't know when, so you guys can keep bugging me about it if you really want to see it happen. Okay, there is our Caspian Explorer. Let's use this ship. Excellent. It's already outfitted. It already has everything it needs. And we want to go to navigation. And we want to search for only... I hardly ever do this. We want to search for only fleet carriers. So instead of excluding them, we're only showing fleet carriers. And there it is. The Nilfimir XFW-70F. That is our ride to Colonia. We're just going to jump over to it. Yeah, I know I skipped over the part where alternate dimensions are real, that they're fully realized, and that there is a DVD of Will Smith's Matrix. I realize that you have to take a lot as a given in that conversation, but I just think it would be neat.
Ship restraints disengaged. Observe speed restrictions when passing through the airlock.
I don't think the inverse square law would stop us. I think if aliens were on Alpha Centauri and they were broadcasting I Love Lucy, 24-hour television networks over regular radio, I think that even with the inverse square law and the limits of radio, we'd still pick up enough signals to figure it out. Because we'd be really determined to do so. We'd only need a hint of it to know that it was an intelligent signal, and then we'd focus everything at it, and we'd pull some TV off.
Frameshift drive charging.
And some other alien race would do the same for us. They'd pick up a signal and they'd put it together, and it would be like, there's never been a better time to buy. Get a Toyota today. It's the Toyota-thon. And they'd base some new religions on it. It'd be great. Now, this is the first time it's ever been convenient that there's a fleet carrier so close to me, but he did park in a good spot. Yeah, thank you, Nibbler. Once again, don't forget to click like, you guys. This does help share the show around. If they were that close, then yes, they would eventually pick it up. Yeah, I think that one of our signals will get picked up by somebody at some point. We're very loud.
Flight protocols around this carrier. Docking request accepted. A landing pad has been assigned to you, Commander.
In a perfect world, there would only be one UK Top Gear and one America in the office. Oh my! Glad you're not shooting at me, man. All right, you guys. I was thinking about maybe taking a tour, but I'm done. I want to go eat those French fries. So we're gonna leave this war zone. It's a war zone for some damn reason. Oh, it said landing gear. It said landing gear not deployed. I thought it said landing gear was deployed.
Landing gear deployed.
And we're down, refuel. We're moisturized. We're in our lane to Colonia, and that's where we're in that. We'll take a look at the galaxy map. This is where we are. These are all the places we went today. Those lines. So yeah, we were we were up here, then down here, then up here again, so not bad. But the bubble is a small place, and we're going all the way over here. So we're going to be a third across the galaxy when we start on Monday. We're going to be over here in Colonia. I will do a little bit of maintenance that we need to do, and then we're just going to start. Well, maybe we'll take some time to use that Anaconda to do something. I got a whole week to think about it, but we're going to fly back manually from Colonia without using the Neutron Highway this time. So it'll take as long as it takes. It might take it might take the entire week to get it done, or we might get it done in one go. I'm not entirely sure, actually. Kojira! Colonia! And there's our ship right there in Colonia. It's been there the whole time. And there's our engineers. I don't think we need any of them. I think we're good. So that's what we're going to do on Monday. So we're done with the week. Wednesday is over. I'm not going to go to the gym today. I'm going to go mow the grass instead. I'm going to do my taxes instead. Wednesday is over, and that is the end of our stream. Hold on. We haven't used it at all day because you guys didn't give me any reason to use it. So thank you for joining me on this show today. We will go to Colonia and go home, but that's all today. Thanks for helping me gather some Easter eggs. I'm glad I have some in my hold now. I don't know what they're used for. We need to see Nibbler one more time.
Morale remains high, Commander. They won't get me today.
That's right, because we're out of time to get you. And we will be back on Monday. Sorry, I know I'm rambling a little because I'm a little bit tired. And we will begin our journey home, exploring space, strange new worlds, new lives, and new civilizations. There won't be any civilizations, maybe some Guardian stuff, but unlikely. And we will be back. So let's see if there's anybody to hand over to. Again, I'm new to daytime, so I don't know if there's anybody even running. Yesterday, I bounced you over to somebody who wasn't starting for like 9 hours. My bad. I didn't know it could do that. That was a new one to me. So, it says that he's live. It says that he's live. What is he doing? Realism mode and Derail Valley. Okay, let's go visit Straxa. See how he's doing. So in the meantime, you guys take care of yourselves. Look after yourselves. It's important. Never punch down, but punch up if you're all able. If you see somebody who could use some help, help that person if you can. Don't forget to drink water, take your meds, and I will see you guys next time. 07, my friends. 07, thanks for another lovely stream. And we will see you on Monday for more whoosh, whoosh, whoosh. I've been Peter. This has been the Simstar. And you guys have a good day, because I'm doing this in the daytime now. Bye!
Welcome back.